In the corner, pass across, Kinney scores! Luis Jimenez found a beautiful pass, and NC State extends their lead 4-0 over the 49ers. Manischewitz working, down low into the corner, works around a man, shot, and he scores! Sam Manischewitz ties this one up. Here comes State, working into the zone, pass across, Jimenez finds it, and he scores! Luis Jimenez puts the Pack up 2-0 over the Colonials. Into the corner, pass, Linsmeyer shoots and he scores! NC State up 3-1. Manischewitz does it again to give NC State the lead. Welcome to the Iceplex here, Raleigh, North Carolina. Ethan Berry and Zach Selway with you for the final NC State hockey game of the season. Zach, it's senior night. Going to see a lot of seniors honored. What does a night like this mean for the program?
I think it's huge, Ethan. I mean, these guys are stuck with the team for the past 4 years, and forever how long they've been on this team. It's just a huge accomplishment for them to be able to come on the ice for the last time in front of the Iceplex fans here. Again, a game that wasn't highly marketed because it was added on last minute, but still, it's great to see these guys get on the ice. Luis is back tonight, so it's going to be a huge plus to the team, huge plus to that first line. And what's going to be starting tonight, Coach Gazzillo plans to start a line of all seniors tonight to sort of memorialize this senior class, so it's going to be a really good night tonight, Ethan.
Final tune-up before the ACCHL tournament next week. State's second game last night also beat West Virginia, second game in a row against the Mountaineers. Zach, what are you going to look for from improvement from the West Virginia side?
For West Virginia, they just really need to make sure to simplify their game down and start to not allow as many defensive breakdowns in their own end. As you saw last night, Ethan, it was bad. West Virginia did not do very well defensively. Their special teams were not as good as State was. They were just outplayed in general. So tonight, West Virginia needs to simple down their game and to really get back to the basics in order to beat the State team that's really showing why at the top of the Carolina division in the ACC.
Yeah, it's really, like I said, it's a tune-up for next week. That's really why these two games were scheduled. State didn't want to be off for 2 weeks before they play. So I think this is a good test for State. Last night we didn't see West Virginia's best game, and tonight we hope that we will. For the State side of things, one player to watch, who is it?
You know, I'm going to go with Jack McDonald. He's a guy that I haven't seen before coming into this game because I'm still you've been with the team longer than I have, and he's the first time he's played all season. He showed why it was good that he got that first line automatically. He jumped into it last night. So tonight to see Jack McDonald step up and to be able to score a few more goals possibly on that top line with Sam and Luis, it could be a good night for Jack.
Joey Hall has the night off. Josh Cannon will be in net. Ian Hutchison is the backup. What do you expect to see from Josh tonight?
Well, Josh looked real good against UNCW when he played, and he looked good against Clemson. He's looked good all season, so tonight should be no different. So to Joey, for him to get the night off to get ready for the ACC tournament next weekend, Coach Gazzillo hopes to utilize all three goaltenders going into next week, and possibly only Joey and Josh, but we'll see what's going to happen. But for Josh, just to stay sound defensively and just be technical, be a good goaltender, I think he's going to have a good night tonight.
One player to watch for West Virginia, we saw who they had last night. Brian Dickman, obviously their best player. Do you think Dickman is the guy to watch, or is there somebody else?
You know, I think so. He scored once last night against State, and that's really going to get into their heads quite a bit. So I think that State needs to really level him out because he often got to the forefront very simply. So I'm going to say Brian Dickman is our player to watch.
3 keys to the game, Zach, what are they?
So my first key tonight is going to be keep on keeping on. So NC State had a great game last night, and they had great special teams, and they need to make sure they carry that momentum into tonight because there was a lot of good things to take away from that game. Great, crisp passing, good speed down the sideboards, winning those corner battles, winning those faceoffs, getting those quick shots off those faceoffs. So tonight, utilizing those same keys into tonight is going to be huge. Second key tonight is less defensive zone breakdowns. That's the one thing we saw quite a bit last night, Ethan, especially on the goal on Brian Dickman last night. West Virginia completely tore apart NC State's defense, got to the front of the net, which leads into my third key of the game, which is cover the open net defensively. They let Joey Hall out to dry last night quite a few times in front of his own net, and that left Joey Hall kind of scrambling a little bit. So the team really needs to make sure to stay in front of the net and block off any chances, or else they really could give up a good open net opportunity for West Virginia.
I think that your second key is going to be my biggest key. The team with less defensive breakdowns is going to give themselves the best chance to win. Last night we saw things get, I don't want to say chippy, but there was a lot of penalties in the third period. Do you think that'll carry over?
I don't think so. I think it was unnecessary towards the end, Ethan, and it might, but really doing that at the end of the game was maybe sort of a tiring move by West Virginia. They were tired. They were just really out of it, and they just really wanted to start something up to make sure they left with some sort of energy coming into tonight. I think last night it was a momentum choice, but tonight I don't think it's going to happen again, and if it does, I'm drastically wrong.
That'll do it for us here. Pre-game, we're going to come back momentarily with puck drop, as the teams are going to get set to take the ice here momentarily. You're watching West Virginia versus NC State hockey on PackTV.
Attention all virtual reality junkies. Your dreamland opens this weekend in Carytown Center. VR Junkies takes the classic arcade to a whole new level, providing an experience like no other. Play tournaments on local and national levels. Plenty of games to choose from for all ages. You can walk in or reserve your spot online at vrjunkies.com/Raleigh. Now booking birthday, holiday, and corporate team building parties. Join us for grand opening specials all weekend. See you at VR Junkies in Carytown Center.
My name's Sam Banashevitz. I play winger for the NC State ice hockey team. I'm from North Raleigh. Grew up being a NC State fan my whole life, so figured why not here. It's been a dream to come to NC State. I've loved it ever since. Probably the time management between practice, workouts, games, going to work itself, and then actually going to class. That's probably, I'd say time management is the toughest. Typical schedule would be, weekday. It depends if I have class that day or not. So I have Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I have classes. Tuesday, Thursdays, I work. Go to class in the morning. I'll have workouts in the afternoon, go to class at night, and then I'll either have practice that night or I'll be working on homework. Probably either UNC or UNCW. It's always fun to go down to It's always fun to go down to Wilmington and play those guys. They usually draw a pretty big crowd that doesn't usually like us that much, and they're pretty fun. Probably our last win last season was a good one. We beat UNC in the semifinals 7-3. That was my freshman year was kind of we lost in the semifinals, so being able to come back this year and beat UNC in the semifinals was probably a pretty good memory for this team so far. We have a pretty good timing drill that I like doing. It ends up turning into a breakaway on the goalies, so that's always fun for me. I enjoy shooting on them. Suicides. Start on the goal line, skate to the blue line, back to the goal line, half ice, back to the goal line, far blue line, back to the goal line, far goal line, back to the goal line. Herbie's. Andrew Cook. And now that he's graduated, probably either Reed Farhat or Mitchell Gallagher. I wouldn't really say there is one. Not that I can think of one. Blake Lively. You can look her up, she's pretty good looking. Workout. I like, in my free time, I like going, hanging out with friends, going out a lot, so that's always a good time too. Right now, Cornerstone Tavern off Glenwood South. That or Lucky Bees. Working in the public relations department of a professional sports team, Carolina Hurricanes. We'll go with Wolf for Wolfpack. Red. Slow pitch softball. I actually took it twice because it was so much fun the first time. I took it the second time. I like doing the Datsuk on breakaways. That's fun. It's worked a few times this year. Right, it's at Dirks Bentley. Mac. Practice. Winter. Bojaman. Talk. iPhone. Coke. Music. Hunt.
Getting set to introduce the starters, all of which are seniors, Zach, as you mentioned. Here at the Iceflex for the final time, State has all 9 seniors on the goal line right now. Couple lineup changes from last night, Zach. Eric Todd is out. Luis Jimenez back on the top line. We think that Jack McDonald will be playing on the first line. We don't know that for sure. Actually, we do know that for sure. Just kidding. No Andrew Kristoff. He will be honored during the senior night here, but he is not able to play tonight. Actually, we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem right now.
In the corner, pass across, Kinney scores! Luis Jimenez found a beautiful pass, and NC State extends their lead 4-0 over the 49ers. Vanasheva's working, down low into the corner, works around a man, shot, and he scores! Sam Vanashevitz ties this one up. Here comes State, working into the zone, pass across, Jimenez finds it, and he scores! Luis Jimenez puts the Pack up 2-0 over the Colonials. Into the corner, pass, Linsmeyer shoots and he scores! NC State up 3-1. Vanashevitz does it again to give NC State the lead.
Excellent national anthem performance. We apologize for that timing. It was a little off. Not sure what it was, but I've struggled with that all year, Zach. Thankfully, hopefully this is the last time I struggle with it, but probably won't be. State wearing the all black tonight on senior night. West Virginia starters getting introduced as we speak. They've got the white tops, blue shorts, white socks, and blue letters and numbers, yellow outline. Tell you what, I'm a fan of the West Virginia, the color scheme for the Mountaineers. I like it. I think it's original, but of course the red and black, it doesn't beat that, to be honest. Going through the seniors now. First up, we'll see Andrew Kristoff. He's one of your favorite guys on the team. Zach, talk a little bit about him.
You know, Andrew Kristoff, I've liked him since the beginning of the year, Ethan, and he's just done an incredible job being that fourth-line grinder. Hasn't gotten a goal this season, but he's just doing a great job.
Will Bieberdorf, I'll tell you what, he's struggled with injuries, but he's been an excellent player here in his time at State, playing alongside Jimenez and Vanashevitz for some time. Will Troll, a graduate student. He's really been a depth guy for State.
He knows his accounting very well. TA in my class, so.
There you go. Eric Webb, the weatherman, one of the nicest guys on the team. He's been an excellent depth guy for State as well. Chris Wing, he's next. Team president, really just an all-around solid guy on the blue line. John Kokenberg, really the physical presence, I guess you could say, for State on the blue line, biggest guy on the team. Ryan Linsmeyer here. Tell you what, Ryan's had an excellent senior year. He's come up big with some goals. I believe he scored in both PNC games. Luis Jimenez here, we all know how good he is, playing alongside Vanashevitz.
Nice hair. He has some hair floating up from his head right there.
And a beard.
And a beard.
Jack McDonald. All 9 seniors for State. This is a big class, Zach, and they've got another big class next year. But I'll tell you what, these guys have given a lot to the program for the last, some of them it's only been 1 year, some have been 2, some have been 3, 4, and State's going to miss these guys, you know, and they've positioned themselves well in my mind this year to I guess, to withstand the loss of these guys next year, Andrew Kristoff is going to head off, I think. Getting some appreciation from his teammates. Feel bad for Kristoff not being able to play tonight. But what are your thoughts on this senior class, Zach?
You know, they've been incredible, Ethan, and they've been the cornerstone of this team for much of this season. A lot of the scoring has been driven by them, even though we've seen great freshmen like Cam Mazakowski get ACC Rookie of the Year. NC State's going to miss this class for sure, Ethan, but the future is bright for the Ice Pack.
Coach Mike Gazzillo going to go with an all-senior starting lineup. I guess Kristoff didn't go off. He's going to start. He's going to sit on the bench tonight. Which is good for him, I think. Ready to start. State huddling up around Josh Cannon. I'll tell you what, Josh Cannon has provided the stability that State has lacked at least the last 2 years that I've been here. He's provided the stability that State hasn't had at the backup goalie spot, and that's going to be big next week. Ready for face-off here. Jack McDonald loses the face-off. Alexander Ventura wins it for the Mountaineers, and we're off. On senior night here, a beautiful day for hockey. Not really, I've just been waiting to say that. Turnover by State. And West Virginia dumps it in. They'll keep it in here, and they send it along the boards. Koeklenberg tries to get it. Jimenez intercepts the pass, deflected by McDonald up ahead. Here's Linsmeyer working into the zone. He'll leave it for Jimenez. Jukes around a man behind the net, leaves it. And Chris Wing will get it, and he fires well high. Jimenez back there to get it. He'll hold, set up, send it through. It gets blocked, and West Virginia's going to have an opportunity here. Dickman 2-on-1, and he scored! Short side on Josh Cannon, and West Virginia gets an early start.
I'm not sure the defenseman that State had up at the point right there, but that was a bad breakdown that we were talking about, Ethan. Brian Dickman got that puck. Great speed against Josh Cannon. And I hate to say it, but that's a puck that should have been stopped. Short side shots are it's a sin to let those in for a goaltender. So one thing to look forward for NC State going forward here, but that was scored 37 seconds in, Ethan. That's not good.
I think 47 seconds in, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, you know, the point remains. Not a good start for State. But yeah, I agree. That's a goal Josh Cannon's going to want to have back. Luis Jimenez's shot was blocked, and they were just off. Rushford back to play. This one had him on last night. Big hit there. State loves the physicality and offense that he brings to the blue line. Another turnover here, another shot, and State takes that one away. That was Rushford intercepting, and here comes Kinney working into the zone, trying to juke through in front. Merchant with a shot. It goes high. Not sure if West Virginia's goalie got a glove on it. Matt Meyer in net for the Mountaineers. Haven't talked about him yet. We saw him the second half of the game last night. He was pretty solid, Zach, no?
Matt Meyer looked really good towards the end of the game. Yeah, much of the first period. Most of the game was dominated by Hunter Ivey. He couldn't do much about it, though. His defense really let him down, and that's what led to him being pulled.
State trying to get it out of their zone now. Long pass taken away. There's Addison Collins. His long pass goes nowhere. Ian O'Rourke is back to get it. Dewey has it now for the Pack. He gets knocked down but finds O'Rourke. O'Rourke tries to send it in, and O'Rourke gets knocked down. Big hit there. Scrum in the neutral zone now. Merchant will work ahead. State trying to make a change, and West Virginia will take over. There's Collins. He'll send it behind the net. Up ahead looking for help. He can't get it. Merchant has it now. Back to Chris Wing. Up ahead, Dewey in the neutral zone. Hudson will take over. Dewey gets drilled. Hudson did not play last night, is what I was trying to say. Johnson forces a turnover, loses the puck. Linsmeyer trying to gain control in the corner. Battle along the board. State gets out of there with it. That's Dewey, and he loses the puck as he shoots. Here comes Collin the other way for the Mountaineers. He'll fire, and it gets knocked down by Cannon behind the net. Collins back to it, back up top to the blue line. Shot blocked. Dewey lost his stick in the process. Linsmeyer feeds Hudson up ahead, and he'll send it in. West Virginia behind their own net now. State making a change. Hudson tries to keep it in, and he will. Works around a man. Has got help. Looking for Troll. Couldn't get it to him. Troll had it momentarily, but it went through his stick. There's Cam Mazakowski. Turnover there, opportunity for Johnston. Puck in front of the net, Meyer falls on it.
You know, I've always liked Will Troll, native of Gothenburg, Sweden. Imagine a Swedish hockey player coming to play for the North Carolina State Ice Hockey. That's pretty darn cool.
I was thinking State had a player, Simon Lecter, who is, I believe, from Sweden. Yeah, we think he was up here in the very exclusive PackTV booth. But, yeah, State has had an overseas player. Simon Lecter was really good, too, a couple years ago. Meyer with another save there. West Virginia heads the other way. Here they come. And they're offsides. Yeah, Simon Lecter had a huge slap shot from the blue line. And physical presence as well. He was a good player for the Pack. 16:20 to go. West Virginia leads. Saw the same thing last night. West Virginia scored early. Not as early as they did tonight, but State responded well last night. A turnover there. And I believe Cannon made the save. Puck went straight up in the air. That was an interesting process. Another opportunity. Here's Dickman's centering pass. They couldn't get a stick on it. That was Jake Cooper. He probably wants to have that one back. Koeklenberg knocks it down in front with his skate, trying to get it out. West Virginia dumps it in again. A dangerous opportunity there for the Pack. Dickman had an excellent pass. Looking for Cooper, couldn't get it to him. Here comes State the other way, 2-on-2. Troll loses it, Costin collects it. He'll fire, it's blocked. Out of the zone, and Banashevitz gets to it first. First time we've seen him tonight. Usually he gets the start along with Todd and Jimenez, but not on senior night. I like that. I like starting seniors as Cooper sends one wide. I like starting seniors on senior night.
You know, one thing, Ethan, that I've seen here in the first, I can't do math. I'm going to assume that's 4 minutes. 4 minutes, 38 seconds.
There you go.
I did good. But one thing that I've noticed in this first part is that the players been mainly in the state and the neutral zone. State has been playing sloppy, and they really need to tighten up and get that energy back. Where'd it go from last night?
Cannon knocks another one down. Big rebound. West Virginia couldn't get a stick on it. They keep it in, though. And State will get back to play that one. Ozo Rourke. Here's Jimenez. Long pass for Banashevitz. They stay on side. Banashevitz lost the puck. Good play by Collins. West Virginia kicks it ahead. And that's going to be icing.
So one thing that I goofed up on last night, Ethan, was the fact that there would be a watch party. I thought it was last night, but a watch party for Friday's game at the ACCHL tournament. They're going to hold it right in Tally Student Union. So if any students are watching here tonight, be sure to come out and support the Pack next weekend and see a really good hockey game.
State will be playing at 4:30 against either West Virginia, or Wake Forest, excuse me, and James Madison, or James Madison. 14:44 to go. O'Rourke behind his own net, loses the puck. West Virginia in front, and it got knocked down. Dangerous play there for State. Banashevitz along the far boards, working for the puck, can't get it. Rushford will get it behind his own net, though. Here comes State. He'll find Jimenez. Jimenez that long pass to Banashevitz, and it goes out of play.
Almost hit the ref in the face right there.
I think it hit the West Virginia player on the bench in the face. I may be mistaken on that. I don't think West Virginia has as many players on the bench as they did yesterday.
Well, for the second half of a back-to-back, Ethan, you can't really expect much more. And, you know, you had a great effort from a lot of different guys, including guys like Halil Lemon and Michael Chila. So those kind of guys, you know, it's good to see him back on the bench, but can't expect him to play every single minute.
By my count, West Virginia has 9 players on the bench, so they've only got 14 dressed players. I thought they had more last night, maybe not. Here comes State. Kenny into the zone. Here's an opportunity. He fires, and it's knocked down. Almost went in the net, went a little wide. Here's Kenny again, takes it away. Gets it, there's a Merchant in front to Kenny. Alfonzetti couldn't get a stick on it. Good opportunity there for the Pack's second line. Here's Hudson across Chris Wing. He'll fire wide. Chris has been looking for a goal here the last couple weeks to wrap up his senior year. West Virginia battle along the blue line. Alfonzetti takes it away. Here he comes working, And he'll fire, gets blocked by the defenseman, Jeffrey DiGiuseppe. State will gain control. Alfonsetti works around a man, and centering pass, nobody there. West Virginia will head the other way. Cross the red line into the offensive zone. Player goes down. No penalty. Could have been a tripping call, no call. And State will head the other way. Here's Merchant. He'll get it to Kinney. And the puck just laying around there. Nobody got to it. Here comes West Virginia. Shot knocked down by Cannon. Dickman tries to get there. Centering pass in front. Backhander goes wide. Couple of good shots there for West Virginia's leading goal scorer, Alex Ventura.
Yeah, Ethan, you can't leave him in the slot like that, but more importantly, on that last offensive sequence for State, there was an opportunity where Trevor Merchant could have gotten in the slot and picked up a juicy rebound, and he didn't. Interesting choice. Not sure if I liked it or not.
Here's Hudson, long pass up ahead. Nobody there. Looking for Linsmeyer, actually. Couldn't get it to him. Mazikowski takes it back. Tries to juke around a couple guys, but can't. And Collins will take over for the Mountaineers. Here he comes, weaving through the neutral zone. That looked like an offsides, wasn't called. Kokelberg takes it away anyway. West Virginia keeps it in, though. All the way around, Kokelberg will get it again. Trying to get it to Mazikowski. There's a turnover. Backhander kept it out of the net somehow. Josh Cannon. I believe Mazikowski might have gotten a stick on it, too. Here comes Dewey the other way. And he's stuffed.
Matt Myers definitely playing better than Hunter Ivy did last night, Ethan. And one thing is for certain, Matt Myers is going to give NC State a tough time tonight if they don't focus on really working that puck well in the offensive zone, getting a good cyclical game going. So we're going to see what's going to happen here as Eric Johnson prepares to take the draw.
Thought I saw Meyer bobble the ball there, or the puck on Dewey's shot. So that's why I was a little confused, but good shot. Good opportunity from State's fourth line. Johnson has it now. Sends it around. Linsmeyer with a nice hit. Dewey has it, and he loses it. West Virginia will take it away, get it out of the zone. Mazikowski lets it get past him. And he'll collect it. Trying to work around a man for West Virginia. Forces a turnover. Centering pass got knocked down. Eric Johnston, good play there. That could have been dangerous. State ahead. Dumps it in. Webb goes down. That was a couple players went down, actually. Kokelberg in front of the net. State has it, and it's stuffed. Meyer, and they blow it dead.
Unnecessary fighting, Ethan. They really can't do this on senior night. They want it to be clean, a fun night. And as much as fighting entertains the fans here, not sure if it's necessary right now.
I mean, that was a great opportunity for State. Two good opportunities. I don't think there's going to be any penalties there. Nothing really happened. Actually, there is going to be one. Alex Evans takes a seat. Let's see if anybody for the Pack. Yeah, Kokelberg's going to take one. I don't really know why that's a penalty. Why that's penalties. To be honest, they're going to be matching minors. I didn't really see much, to be honest. Zach, did you see anything?
Because what happened was John Kokelberg was trying to stuff it in past Matt Meyer down there, and West Virginia didn't like that. They didn't like that the player was pressuring their goaltender, so it was more of a retaliation thing. But the thing is, Kokelberg shouldn't have fought back. And that's what probably did him in, Ethan.
Yeah, but I don't know if they would have called the penalty if Kokelberg didn't do anything. So to me, that means it shouldn't be a penalty.
Well, at least, Ethan, the West Virginia player touched him after the whistle was blown, and the retaliation from Kokelberg was the penalty on that. I may be mistaken on that. ACHA rules are much different than regular hockey rules, so.
Rushford looking for Jimenez. Pass intercepted. Jimenez gets it back. Tell you what, State will take their chances with Banashevitz and Jimenez. Here he comes. He fires. It's blocked aside by Meyer. Banashevitz and Jimenez have this much State. Excuse me. If there is this much space, NC State will take their chances with Banashevitz and Jimenez.
And they're finally picking up, Ethan, for sure here with like 9 minutes and 13 seconds into the game. This is a little bit too late for them to be picking up their game. They should have gotten going within the first 5, not within the first 10.
Banashevitz taking the draw. He wins it. O'Rourke will get it. He'll send it to Rushford. He keeps it in. Rushford along to Jimenez. Looking for Banashevitz, and West Virginia had that one sniffed out. Good play by the Pack, but better defense from the Mountaineers. Here they come. Here's Brian Dickman, one of the brothers, or we assume they're brothers, I guess. Eric Dickman is number 26, Brian Dickman number 21. Here comes Jimenez, working, gets the puck, lost it into the corner. Jimenez goes down, not going to be a penalty. And they fire and they scored! O'Rourke fired the shot. Not sure if it got deflected or not. We'll see.
So Sam celebrated like it was his, and most likely it was.
Yeah.
Sam Benishevitz had beautiful positioning in the slot right there for the tip from Ian O'Rourke. Really great job right there from the Ice Pack. But definitely that was a great shot by Ian O'Rourke.
Shot from the blue line. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it got deflected. We'll check and see. West Virginia fires that one in. Chris Wing has it. Halfway through the first period, 1-1. Tell you what, as many goals as Banishevitz scores, he doesn't usually get them off deflections, but State will take them any way they can get them.
We'll wait announcement from the official announcement from PA announcer Drew Blevins.
West Virginia working into the neutral zone. Here they come. They'll send it around. Chris Wing there. And West Virginia juking around. That's their leading scorer, Ventura. They'll set it up. O'Rourke does get the assist. Dangerous shot on net. State gets it out of there.
Trevor Merchant also got an assist in Sam Benishevitz's goal.
Sent in on net, and West Virginia whiffed on that one. Cannon will cover up. I don't think Merchant was on the ice. So they're going to give Merchant the assist. I, to be honest, didn't even know he was on the ice. I thought Jimenez would have gotten that one. So maybe they got a little confused with the...
Nonetheless, Ethan, that's Sam's 8th goal in 5 games. That's incredible to watch. There's Collins right now working through the neutral zone, Ethan. But one thing that I'm really liking from State so far is the offensive ability of Sam Benishevitz. 8 goals in 5 games is not something to look down upon, and it's really incredible to see what he's been doing for this offensive unit. And now as Chris Wing will send it back into the neutral zone, Ethan, again, NC State's offense has been incredible, led by their captain.
4-on-4 is over. Open puck in front of the net. State gets to it first, and here they come. Troll's going to have a breakaway. Here he comes, working, and he'll fire, blocked aside in front of the net. Scrum, and they blow it dead. Linsmeyer breaks the stick in frustration.
Possibly a souvenir to a fan right there, but he decides to give it away. But I think he's a little bit too frustrated to be thinking about the fans right now. But nonetheless, Ethan, a little bit interested to see what happens. If a West Virginia player covered that puck, typically in professional hockey, when they cover the puck, it's a penalty shot for the opposing team. I'm not sure if those same rules apply here. So if a player covers that up, they need to be careful of any penalty shots.
Pass in front of the net goes all the way through. Yeah, Ryan Linsmeyer was not happy. Troll had the breakaway opportunity. Meyer made the initial save. The rebound was there. State couldn't get it. Alfonsetti fires, good glove save from Meyer. Meyer comes into the game, 5-8 record, 728 goals against, 788 save percentage. As we mentioned, the numbers are skewed. There's just more offense in this at this level than there is at higher levels, but so I'm sure West Virginia would rather have better numbers. Here comes Alfonsetti, good pass from Kokenberg. He'll fire, another good save from Meyer, who's looked good here early on, Zach.
Matt Meyer has been doing really good. Sound goaltender, very technical, not much flair to his game, just making some good key saves that he needs to make sure West Virginia can get a good breakout going on.
Merchant fires, it's blocked. Alfonsetti collects it. He tried to fire, but he lost the puck. West Virginia will send it down. Kokenberg collects it, sends it across to Mazikowski.
Yeah, quick note on faceoffs. I like the way that they set up right there to try to win the draw.
Here's Mazikowski working, and he lost the puck. Had it on the backhand, tried to turn around but lost it. Koeklenberg battling for it. Alfonsetti with the hit. Ref gets hit as well. And West Virginia will head the other way. Mazikowski knocks a man down, off the puck at least, into the corner now. Alfonsetti collects it. He'll look to get it ahead. State struggling to get it out here. Let's see if they can eventually. Mazikowski has it and gets it to Alfonsetti. Merchant will take it now along the near boards, leaves it for Alfonsetti. Here he comes, State making a change. Alfonsetti fires, deflected wide. Merchant tries to get there. He gets knocked down. Physical play along the boards. And long shot goes wide. Costigan will get there. Up top, Rushford. He keeps it in. He'll chip it along. There's Kenny working behind the net. Tries to get it in front. West Virginia clears it out. Rushford will go back to get it. State's got to set up again. Tried to leave it for Kenny. But West Virginia just sent it in.
What I was talking about earlier, Ethan, I like the way that the second line had their face-off set up, putting Tyler Alfonsetti winning the initial draw. Trevor Merchant right behind Tyler Alfonsetti to take the quick shot. Really good setup there by the Ice Pack on that face-off in the offensive zone.
Here's Collins for the Mountaineers. State keeps it in there. Shot is blocked out in front. Rushford takes it away in the neutral zone. He'll look to find Costigan in the neutral zone, and he does. Eventually, West Virginia takes over. There's Collins. Troll is on him. Costigan tries to get out of there with it, but he can't. Rushford takes it, looking for Costigan. Back and forth play here. West Virginia now has it. Pass up ahead. Here they come. There's Kevin Bott working into the zone. Slap shot is deflected and out of play. 5:45 to go, first period. State and the West Virginia Mountaineers tied up at 1.
You know, we haven't talked a lot about West Virginia so far. And last night, what I really liked is the game from Kevin Bott, Shane Gilbert, and Alex Evans. Those three players, besides Brian Dickman and Alex Ventura, I really like their play, and they've been doing a spectacular job tonight.
Yeah, I just don't think, I don't know this for sure, but I can make a pretty educated guess that we did not see West Virginia's best effort. Here comes Jimenez on a breakaway, and he scores. Jimenez had his stick knocked out of his hand.
Hear the chants from the crowd here. Really loud environment here. Luis Jimenez will get the goal. Beautiful breakout goal as well. I think it was Jack McDonald who made the pass. It was one of the left-handed shots. It could really be any of the four players on the ice, but
I think it was McDonald. We'll listen for the announcement. West Virginia's going to have two guys take a seat. That was just easy money, though, for Luis Jimenez on the breakaway. That was easy for him.
Absolutely, and a really great play shot as well. Very low pad side. I think it was short side as well there on Matt Meyer. 2-1 State now on a very good breakaway goal.
So we're going to have a little bit of a discussion, because it wouldn't be an NC State hockey game without a discussion with the refs. State leads 2-1. Jimenez gets back on the board after not scoring last night. Tell you what, he's had a spectacular finish to his senior year, and he's picked it up in the scoring department. He's always been an excellent assist guy, but as far as scoring goals, he's really picked it up in his final semester. So State is going to have I assume at least a 5-on-4. But to me, I didn't see what happened. Did you see? It looked to me like he scored and then they wiped it or took a swipe at his stick.
I was too focused on the celebration there, Ethan, but I did end up seeing, I think it was Ellis Rushford falling to the ice down at the other end. But nonetheless, that's the extent of what I saw there, Ethan.
So it must have been a delayed penalty goal is my guess at this point. That fan just yelled, "Corey, I need an explanation," and I agree with him, honestly. We need an explanation. State's going to get the power play, so I'm not sure what the power play's for. Hopefully West Virginia got punished for whatever it was that happened after the play. because to me it seemed like they should have been. Anyway, here comes State. Banishevitz fires it around. Jimenez has it. State will set it up. First power play tonight. Here's Jimenez from Hudson. Hudson will hold. He'll fire and he scores. We'll see if that one got deflected, but a quick power play goal for the Pack. And Davis Hudson gives NC State a 3-1 lead.
12 seconds, Ethan. 2 goals within 12 seconds of time. That's an incredible thing to see, and a great power play shot from the point right there from Davis Hudson. I didn't see any clear tip. Really great shot, a pass from Luis Jimenez. A struggling power play, Ethan finally coming back on top here. Really great setup. There was no hope there for the West Virginia defense. Right down the slot.
Last 2 nights, or I guess last night and now first power play tonight, power play's been a lot better for the Pack. And you figured it was only a matter of time. You know, State was just too good of an offensive team to struggle on the power play for more than 4 or 5 games. But quick start here for the Pack on the power play and on the scoreboard. 5:08 to go, first period. And we'll have a face-off just outside the State defensive zone. And it went out of play again. See how West Virginia bounces back here, Zach.
You know, I don't think that they will in this period. It may be sort of a first period kind of pep talk in the intermission. But nonetheless, they got 5 minutes left. State has the worst lead in hockey, 2-goal lead. Let's see what they can do about it.
Off of Jimenez's stick and into the offensive zone. Here's Collins. He'll dump it ahead. Hudson is back to get it. And Chris Wing has it now in his defensive zone. So yeah, McDonald got the assist on Jimenez's breakaway goal. Here they come again. McDonald lost it off of his stick. And he'll lose it again. West Virginia will take over. There's Collins. Banishevitz deflected it. Looked like State could have had a chance there, but no dice. Alex Evans ahead. He'll look for the pass. He got it. Jimenez gets it, looking for Banishevitz. Would have had a breakaway, but pass was intercepted. Mountaineers will set it up in the neutral zone now. They'll dump it in. Cannon knocks it down. That was dangerous. Looks like he should have caught it, but he knocked it down in front of him. State takes it over. Here's Jimenez, long pass just out of his reach. Mountaineers will dump it in again. Mazikowski behind his own net, dumps it in to the neutral zone, and here come the Mountaineers again. DiGiuseppe, Mazikowski in front of his own net now. Long pass looking for Banishevitz. Eric Dickman didn't really intercept it, just kind of blocked it with his skate. Banishevitz would have had a breakaway if not. Johnson the other way, tips it ahead. Jimenez could have pursued the puck. Instead he'll head to the bench for a change. West Virginia tries to send it ahead. Koeklenberg takes it away. Here he comes, finds Johnson, opportunity for Linsmeyer. Here he comes, jukes around a man, and he scores on the backhand. Ryan Linsmeyer. And this is just too easy for the Wolfpack now, Zach.
Chef Boyardee lost in the sauce, Ethan. What a great job on the setup there. On the blue line, a great trap system. Great pass to Linsmeyer to get him on the breakaway, and a highlight reel goal. That is not something you see every day, Ethan. And yeah, Ryan is the better of the Linsmeyer brothers.
He was frustrated earlier because he felt like he missed an opportunity for a goal, but he didn't miss that one. State's up 4-1 in the first period. Koeklenberg behind his own net now. I think if this game gets out of hand, as Collins' shot is blocked, if this game gets out of hand, which it's way too early to say that right now, I think you'll see the team try to get John Koeklenberg a goal. His senior night, he hasn't scored a goal yet. But State's going to have to score a few more goals before that can happen. Collins with a long pass up ahead. Here's Cooper. He'll fire, caught by Cannon.
I think Eric Johnson got the assist on the last one. And It was so
Yeah,
many,
I'm pretty sure he did.
but still, nonetheless, a great job by Johnson there at the blue line to really trap that puck and feed it to Lensmeyer. The Wolfpack fans are actually out here today. A disappointing loss today for the men's basketball team, but they're here tonight. They're excited to play, and that's all you can want out of a fan base.
Quick shot, blocker save by Cannon. State will take over. Kenny lost it. He gets it back. Here he comes. Cooper trying to cut him off. Pass in front. Alfonsetti backhand pass. Looking for Merchant. Couldn't get it to him. Merchant tries to get it back, but he can't. Ventura has it for the Mountaineers, and it goes out of play.
Not a good pass there from Alfonsetti to try to find Merchant over there. There was a defender guarding him in the slot very well, and a small play, not one that we're going to probably remember towards the end of this game here, Ethan, but still, I'm not sure. The hockey sense of that could have been a bit better.
2:24 to go. I think you're right. Not a great start from State, but 4 goals. I haven't been keeping track of the time, but 4 goals in probably the last 8 minutes, wouldn't you say? Merchant behind his own net now, working. Sends it back up top. O'Rourke. He'll fire. Easy glove save for Meyer. Do you think Meyer's going to get pulled?
It's likely. I wouldn't say it's a strong possibility, though. Hunter Ivy did not look good last night, and West Virginia is going to be wary to put him back in.
Well, at some point you got to think about maybe trying to win this game. If Ivy would give you a better chance, but State's offense has just been too good. Merchant again fires wide. O'Rourke will collect it. He'll send it behind the net. There's Kenny working backhander, looking for Merchant. Good defensive play there for Bott. Kenny tries to get it back, working along the boards, battling Bott. And we got a whistle. I'm not really sure what the whistle is for. Ellis Rushford having a nice chat with, well, let's see. Howie Lemon, one of your guys to watch from West Virginia last night. I hope Lemon was thanking Ellis Rushford for his service. Last night was Military Appreciation Day. Ellis joined us after the game. Once again, we want to thank him and everybody else for their service. Tipped, and they scored. Costigan might have gotten that one. Rushford with the initial shot at NC State makes it 5-1 in the first period.
Great slot positioning by Matt Costigan right there. That was tipped in by him. That's one of his first of the season as well. An even better shot there by Ellis Rushford. And we just talked about it, Ethan. They're probably going to talk about pulling Matt Meyer here. Not a move they would like to do, but Hunter Ivy needs to come in. Matt Meyer's just not feeling it tonight.
West Virginia in the offensive zone now. Cannon kicks it aside. State will take over. Long pass. Troll is who got intercepted, not the puck, on his way to the puck. Played behind the net, and Troll gets drilled. West Virginia working. Well, they're going to give Rushford the goal. I thought it got tipped. Apparently not. We're going to have a penalty here.
I did see a tip from Matt Costigan. That's really weird, but they're going to give the goal to Ellis Rushford instead, but assisted by Costigan still. Not sure how I feel about that. There was a tip on that, but that's the official ruling, so we're going to go with that.
Well, maybe there wasn't a tip. Looked like it, but, you never know. State on the penalty kill now. First power play for the Mountaineers tonight. State leads 5-1 in the first period. West Virginia wins the face-off. State takes it away.
Eric Webb took a seat right there, not exactly sure why.
I think it was a slashing penalty. Looked pretty clear to me. In front of the net, West Virginia looking for Dickman. That's going to get all the way through. Gets stopped up in the snow on the other side of the neutral zone. Chris Wing going to get back to play this one. Try to get it out, and he sends it back around, and Hudson will do the honors. I was confused there. Had a long pass for Johnston. Got knocked down. Dewey tries to get there. Johnston's offside, so State can't play it. 25 seconds to go in the period. Cooper leaves it for Dickman. He'll work around, backhander in front. They had an open net and they couldn't get a stick on it. Collins has it now, working, deflected over the net. West Virginia, there's Cooper behind the net. State gets it away. Hudson has it, trying to get it out. Still trying. Maybe he's just going to hold on to it at this point. 3 seconds to go. And that'll do it for the period. That was weird. It looked like everybody just stopped playing the final couple seconds. Zach, pretty dominating first period for the Pack, wouldn't you say?
One of the best first period of the entire season, I would think. Everything just a good, complete effort all around, and excited to see what happens in the second.
State leads 5-1. First intermission, we'll take a quick break and come back with our thoughts on the first period and adjustments for the second period. You're watching NC State Hockey on PackTV. First intermission here at the Iceplex. NC State leads West Virginia 5-1. Zach, where's that first period rank in the best periods you've seen NC State play this year?
This was the best, Ethan, by far. And it was just a strong, complete effort all around. Really solid defensive end, offensive end. There's really not much more that can really be said about it. This has been the best period.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Pretty much, taking away the one defensive turnover that led to the West Virginia goal. I'm not really sure what else you can ask for out of your goalie, out of your defense, and out of your offense, and out of your special team. State at a power play goal. But, where do you go from here? Is there anything to improve on?
The Ice Packs just got to realize it's only 20 minutes in. It's not the full 60. This is going to be a game where it's going to really matter on keeping up the energy throughout the rest of the game and not just the first 20 minutes. It's 5-1 at the end of one. Fantastic, great. Go into the locker room, tell your mom about it. Great, absolutely great period, but it's not the entire game. As long as they keep up this effort for the rest of the game, they're going to get a win.
Josh Cannon's not going to get a lot of credit the way this game is going, but what have you seen from him?
He's been looking okay. Besides that one fluky goal at the beginning of the period, only a few seconds in, he's been looking just fine, and he's been looking the way that we expected him to. So it's a good night for Josh Cannon so far.
He'll want that one back, but it happens. Offensively, State was just phenomenal. They even had some other opportunities that they didn't capitalize on, but that's always going to happen. Nothing to complain about there. Power play scored a goal. Penalty kill is still currently on the ice, or they will be on the ice when the second period continues. So we can't quite say they're 1-for-1 in that department. But who's somebody who had a really good first period who maybe wasn't on the stat sheet?
Not on the stat sheet. I gotta say, Will Troll. He played really solid in that period, and he's been looking really great as well. I thought you were going to ask about one player that I did like that was on the stat sheet. I'm just still in awe of that goal from Eric Johnson, passing it up to his counterpart right there. Great job by Eric Johnson, really trapping in the neutral zone, making sure to prevent a breakout pass, intercepting that puck, and giving it to Ryan Lensmeyer for the breakaway goal. I'm just still in awe over it. That's just one play that's sticking in my mind right now.
Yeah, Will Troll did have a good period. He had the breakaway opportunity too that he didn't finish, but that fourth line's been excellent for State, and that's going to go a long way towards NC State winning the ACCHL tournament next weekend, which we know is the ultimate goal. We'll come back momentarily to talk a little bit more about the second period and the first period from the West Virginia side of things. First intermission here at the Iceplex, NC State 5, West Virginia 1 on PackTV.
Locally owned and operated by an NC State graduate, the Red and White Shop is your one-stop shop for all things Wolfpack. Located in the Ridgewood Shopping Center off of Wade Avenue, the Red and White Shop recently expanded from 2,400 to 5,400 square feet. Whether you're in need of tailgating essentials, decals and magnets, home goods, apparel for people of all ages, or sporting goods, the Red and White Shop has it all. Stop by today for your NC State needs.
WKNC 88.1 is student-run, non-commercial radio from North Carolina State University. We pride ourselves on our alternative programming of indie rock, electronic, metal, and underground hip-hop. Boasting 25,000 watts, WKNC can be heard throughout the Triangle and far beyond via our webcast. Listen to us on your radio at 88.1 FM, online at wknc.org/listen, or through the Student Media app for Android and iPhone. Check out our program schedule at wknc.org and follow us on social media at WKNC 881.
Back to the Iceplex here, first intermission. Zach, if you're West Virginia, where do you start?
Just be better. I think get off to a better jump. There's really not much to say. The period was just not that good, Ethan. Excuse me. In order to get back, Ethan, what West Virginia really needs to do is make sure they get out to a better start. They got
off to a good start. In fairness, they got off to a good start. They scored a goal in the first minute, but I agree with you. You just got to do better. Do you stick with Matt Meyer? Do you go to Hunter Ivy? What do you do?
Go to Hunter Ivy. I think Matt Meyer had a little bit of a really bad period. He had a really bad period there, but all in all, really go to Hunter Ivy. I think he's going to be the better option at this moment, particularly just because Matt Meyer just didn't have a good period. And in the beginning, West Virginia did come out very strong, but in the end, they just tapered off, lost a lot of energy, maybe because it's the second half of the back-to-back, so they're really tired.
Yeah, and the other thing, State had 2 breakaways. State had 3 breakaways and scored on 2 of them. I mean, that's not the goalie's fault. Defense has to be better, but offensively, what do they need to do to score some goals?
They're really just going to have to fight through State, because State did a great job of trapping in the neutral zone to make sure there was no breakouts. So what West Virginia's going to have to do, I think at least, is a slow burning breakout. What that essentially means is they don't want to do it too quick. They want to do it nice and slow, really make the quick, simple passes, but not too quick. Not too quick far up the ice, but a nice just progression. I think through that, they're going to trick State very well. As for State, they just need to keep trapping very well, because what they're doing right now is preventing West Virginia from getting into the NC State end.
That'll do it for us here. First intermission. Second period face-off coming up next on PackTV.
Last night we actually saw, I believe the score was 5-1 after 2 periods, and West Virginia had a power play, and they scored a quick goal, which gave them a little momentum, but they never got any closer. Zach, do you think we could see a similar result here with West Virginia starting the period on the power play?
I don't think so, Ethan. The momentum really didn't pick up that much towards the end of the period, so what West Virginia is going to really have to do is to try and make sure that the momentum from last night is not repeated tonight. I mean, they did do a good job last night coming out of the gate, but in this period, it's going to be a bit more tricky for them, so it's really going to boil down to a matter of, can they step up? Can they gain the momentum that they really lost towards the end of that period?
Still waiting for the teams to come on out. The coaches are headed to their respective benches, and we'll see if both teams can do better, as Zach says. I gotta say, that's one of the funnier things that I've ever heard. I know what you're trying to say, though. It's hard to put it into words.
I was just at a loss for words, Ethan.
Early second period analysis here. I think it could be tough for teams to score if there's no goals. Which right now we don't have the goals set up, so it'll be difficult for the teams to score. But guess we'll see what happens.
I think scoring is important, Ethan, and that's how hockey games are won.
That's how all games are won, actually. Goals are being set up now. West Virginia's only chance to win the game now is if goals are scored. Final regular season game For the Wolfpack, they'll head to Charlottesville for the ACCHL tournament. First game is on Friday at 4:30 against either Wake Forest or James Madison University. Zach, you saw Wake Forest play earlier. If NC State faces them, do you like that matchup for the Pack?
I think so, because it's going to be a good game. NC State recently defeated Wake Forest 6-1 back in October, and Wake Forest hasn't been a star-studded team this season. Hopefully we'll be talking to Scott McKean from Wake Forest soon, coming into our ACCHL tournament preview, which we'll be releasing at some point before we leave for Charlottesville. But Scott and the rest of the Demon Deacons really have done a good job, and NC State has won against them both times, so Wake Forest is going to be looking for revenge, while NC State will be looking for the season sweep. I haven't seen much JMU at all.
Yeah, I haven't either.
So that's going to be an interesting match for both of us. That'll be our first time really seeing how they play and how State is going to be able to effectively eliminate any chances they have. It's going to be a good first game no matter what.
State will likely, with a win, would likely play Virginia, the host team of the tournament. State would play Virginia. Like I said, likely. Virginia and George Washington would have to win. George Washington is the number 1 overall seed. Virginia is the number 2 seed. Virginia Tech is 4th. The Pack are 3rd, as we mentioned. So State, if it holds, I forget the word I'm looking for, but
Persist.
If the brackets hold, if chalk, that's what I'm looking for. If chalk wins out, State would face Virginia. State played Virginia earlier. They've played Virginia twice. And I know State, State probably wants another crack at Virginia, I would think. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And in a tournament like that, there's always something crazy that happens. So it wouldn't be a surprise at all to see, George Washington go down. Maybe Virginia goes down. They'll face Charlotte. And, look, NC State's going to have a difficult matchup too. So you never really know. Hunter Ivy is indeed in net for the Mountaineers. Zach, we talked about it. It doesn't matter who's in net, though. They've got to get better defensively and offensively if they want to get back into the game. Here they come on the power play. Eric Webb sitting at the start of the period. Linsmeyer forces a turnover, and he'll dump it into the zone. Collins back to get it for the Mountaineers.
One thing that's interesting, Ethan, this is the second night in a row where the teams have changed up their goaltenders. That's just not good. That's the reflection of the defensive breakdowns for West Virginia.
I think if State has another good period, you might see Ian Hutchison in the 3rd. But we'll see. 15 seconds to go on the Mountaineers' power play. They turn it over. Banashevitz has a good shot. It was blocked. Tries to get it back. He sends it off the side of the net. Behind the net now. 5 seconds to go on the power play. That's going to end. Webb's out of the box. Here come the Mountaineers working. Behind the net now. State's got all 5 guys back in the zone now. West Virginia forces a turnover. The puck just stops on the ice. I don't think that's how ice is supposed to work. Banashevitz sends it along, kept in by the Mountaineers. Kochlenberg back to get it. West Virginia got there first. Jimenez works around a man. Long pass to Banashevitz, gives it back to Jimenez on the give and go. And here they come. Jimenez holding up top. Banashevitz fires, good save. Jimenez catches it, drops it to himself. Back to Banashevitz, and a good save. Hunter Ivy. Good first shift there for the Pack.
Dominant duo with some really good tic-tac-toe passing right there. Good job of Luis Jimenez, really moving behind the net to really create effective slot opportunities there for Sam Banashevitz. All in all, Ethan, I think that was a really just a good sequence of events. Hunter Ivy, of course, showing why they put him in. He's the better goaltender right now.
McDonald with the face-off. West Virginia wins it. Jimenez gets it, and then West Virginia will take it away. They'll chip it ahead. O'Rourke plays it in the neutral zone. Cooper has it now. He'll dump it ahead. Rushford kicks it to his stick. Up ahead, Jimenez. He'll let it go. It's going to go all the way back down into the neutral zone. West Virginia will take over again. Banashevitz got to be careful with that high stick. O'Rourke with a nice defensive play. Banashevitz shovels it out. McDonald in a foot race. He's going to win it. Got to the puck first. Banashevitz there. He'll backhand it through looking for help. Nobody there. West Virginia will head the other way. Here's Cooper. They've got a 2-on-3 and an easy glove save for Josh Cannon.
No trouble for Cannon at all, Ethan, and really going into this ACCHL tournament, State needs more of those tic-tac-toe plays that we just saw earlier from Sam Benavides and Luis Jimenez, but spread that across the team as well. You really want to make sure there's an effective passing going on between the entire team to set up real good opportunities.
You're only as strong as your weakest link, is the old saying, and in a hockey game, everybody's going to touch it. Everybody's going to touch the puck, so everybody's got to be playing well to win a tournament like that. Alfonsetti intercepts the pass. Here he comes. He's got a breakaway. His shot, easy save. Hunter Ivy, good blocker save.
Ryan Kinney was coming in on the right side right there, a little bit surprised a quicker pass wasn't made. There was no one coming down the slot to defend that pass as well, so good shot. It could have been a better opportunity, though.
I thought West Virginia, for the situation that presented itself, I thought they had a decent. They forced Alfonsetti to beat Ivy, and he couldn't, especially with that tough angle. Wing will send it along. Kinney works into the zone. They both go down. Collins for West Virginia, Kinney for the Pack. They collided. It wasn't so much of a hit as it was a collision. Collins gets drilled by Alfonsetti. Merchant gets there. He fires wide. Wing will try to keep it in. He sends it all the way around. Somebody lost their stick. Can't see who it was. Whoever it was got their stick back. Battle along right in front of the scorer's box there. State will get out of there with it. West Virginia has it now. 2-on-2. Here they come. Good defensive play there. Sent in on net. Cannon keeps his stick down. And West Virginia keeps it in. Good play there to keep it in. Sent in on net. Deflected Cannon with a good save.
Josh Cannon looking solid so far. Really liking his game here, Ethan.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but no Kristoff tonight and no Bieberdorf. Have we seen? I don't think we've seen Will Bieberdorf.
Will Bieberdorf did come on for the senior introductions, but no, he did not play tonight, Ethan.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I never saw them leave the bench, so I was confused.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they're in the lineup next weekend for Charlottesville.
State would love to have him out there. West Virginia player loses a stick and gets hit, and they're going to call a penalty on Ryan Linsmeyer. Alex Brennan is the one who had his stick slashed. So Linsmeyer's going to take a seat. West Virginia will have their second power play.
Let's hope Brennan has an extra stick there. That's pretty bad that he lost his stick, but well, that's a good thing. He does have an extra stick. It's a good thing for hockey players to have sticks, Ethan.
I would say it'd be difficult to score without sticks. Not as difficult as scoring without goals, though.
I mean, they could also use their skates as well, but then it'd just be soccer on ice.
Yeah, it sure would. So we got a hold up now. Bieberdorf's going to take a seat. I think State's getting an unsportsmanlike penalty. Will Bieberdorf is taking a seat, and he's very excited about it because he's not even playing. So State just sent him to the box for what I guess is a unsportsmanlike conduct. I really wish we could get an explanation on these calls, Zach, but that's what I think it was, because that's why Bieberdorf is taking a seat. It must have been a penalty on the bench, so they had to pick somebody to sit. So obviously you pick the guy that's not playing. We'll wait for them to sort things out. So I think this is going to be a longer penalty. It's only going to be a 5-on-4, but Bieberdorf is in the box. Not really sure the point of that since he's not really playing, but whatever. Collins kept in Chris Wings clear. West Virginia will look to set up their power play. Here they come in the corner. Alex Ventura holding. Good defense by State. Good save, Cannon. Collins knocks it down. Knocked down the clear, but still got out of the zone. Opportunity here. Here's Cooper into the zone. Working, holding. Behind the goal line, behind the net. And he'll send it back up top. Back to Cooper. They play catch. Cooper fires. Cannon with the save. Out in front, Alfonsetti has the rebound, and he'll get it out. Look, it might have been a pass for Merchant, but couldn't get it. Brian Dickman has it now. Pass in front, looking for Ventura State, takes it away, and clears it out again. Halfway through the Linsmeyer penalty.
Overload power play set up right there by the West Virginia Mountaineers. Really good job of that as well. Good, effective power play passing, and State just using a better kill right now.
State sends it down again, and they'll look to get fresh bodies on the ice. 45 seconds to go on the power play. Brian Dickman has it now. Collins up ahead to Cooper. Ventura, and it's knocked back by Mazakowski. Forces the Mountaineers to set up again. Collins behind his own net. 30 seconds to go. Here they come. Ventura takes it into the neutral zone, and he lost it. State sends it down again, 15 seconds to go. Long pass from Ivy. And another long pass into the neutral zone. 8 seconds to go on the power play. Dickman leaves it. He gets it back up top. West Virginia can't keep it in. Not a great power play from the Mountaineers, as Bieberdorf actually comes out and he's playing for the first time tonight. Here he comes. Lost the puck there momentarily. He'll get it back. Backhander across is intercepted. I'm really confused as to why Bieberdorf's on the ice, but either way, West Virginia dumps it around. Mazakowski, he'll be the first one there. He'll chip it out. West Virginia, I don't know how to describe that. Looked like he kind of caught it, but it was like a volleyball hit.
You know, Ethan, have you ever seen the movie called The Tooth Fairy with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
I can't say I have.
Well, it was a movie where basically he was a hard-hitting, mentally killing guy and got a lot of penalties. I just imagine that penalty box right there, Will Bieberdorf just chilling, had his own leather reclining seat in there. That's how I imagine that penalty box right there for some of the NC State Ice Pack.
Yeah, now I'm going to need an explanation as to why Bieberdorf came out of the box and not Linsmeyer, because Linsmeyer's the one who got the slashing penalty. So
I feel like what they're trying to do is trying to get Bieberdorf in on the action. As long as they don't have one player technically on the bench, I think they're finessing Will Bieberdorf on the ice right now.
Here's Banashevitz working. He'll fire. Good save, Ivy. Dangerous play there for the Mountaineers. State really trying to break this one open. Already 5-1. Mazakowski looking for Banashevitz is intercepted. Mountaineers will get it into the neutral zone. Jimenez has it now. Good pass up ahead. Pass in front. That was Mazakowski looking for the tip. Couldn't get it. West Virginia. Mazakowski was on the pass, West Virginia head the other way, 2-on-2. State's got help behind the net. Sent in on that. Bouncing puck goes all the way through. Mountaineers will set it up. There's Collins. Back around the net. Bott. I don't know why I said Taub.
Ethan, on that last play, it was actually John Koeklenberg. We have a little bit of extras right there between Luis Jimenez and I think it's Daniel Haran right there, number 40 for the West Virginia Mountaineers.
Tyler Huffnagel,
but still, Ethan. On that last play, John Koeklenberg, as we said, they're really trying to get him his first of the season so far. So
they're definitely going to try to get some seniors some goals here. So West Virginia has two guys take a seat. State's Mazakowski's going to sit too. I didn't see a penalty, Zach. Did you?
I didn't see.
Do you think this is just all from after the play?
I think it was an after the play thing, Ethan, and it's always a touchy thing because players obviously want to get their point across. Their tempers fly high, and it's really a matter of what's going to happen after the whistle, and just things happen after that. And it is what it is.
So we'll see how they sort it out here. It was interesting to me that Luis Jimenez, he's not usually a guy you see in the in after the play curriculars, and if you know him, you'll know why, because he's just such a nice guy, and he just wouldn't do something like that. But either way, West Virginia's got two guys in the box. Banashevitz and Ventura talking to the refs. Still not sure why Linsmeyer is still in the box. So they're going to have a 5-minute penalty on Trevor Brown. Tell you what, the guys, the fans downstairs, I guess, are they make you chuckle sometimes. Pretty funny group. And they're gonna, Bod is getting sent off, and he gets serenaded by the crowd. He storms off. So Bod is up on the board for a 5-minute penalty, but he's in the box now. So you imagine that's probably a game misconduct. Game misconduct.
We'll call it a game misconduct up here, Ethan.
Yeah.
No problem with that.
So we'll try to sort this one out.
Yeah, West Virginia just keeps on getting throttled on the ice, Ethan, and that's just not something you want to see. Already down 5-1, and they're taking just pointless penalties on the ice. On the penalty kill again, Ethan. This is not necessary for the Mountaineers.
Well, it's going to be 4-on-4 here. No, 5-on-4. Excuse me. I can't count. So if I'm not mistaken, so there's going to be 2 guys sitting in the box, so they should be in there for about 10 minutes, and then you've got the 5-minute power play for State, and it'll be unlimited power play. So if they have a goal, they'll keep playing with a man advantage. Rushford working, he goes down. West Virginia will take it. And they try to get it out. Kenny forces a turnover, looking for help in front of the net, but Ivy covers up.
I like the way Kinney worked into the corner right there. Corner battle is something that I brought up in my very first game here at PackTV against Wake Forest. It's something that stuck with the team. And they're doing pretty well at it, winning those corner battles, and Ryan Kinney really getting to the front of the net. Great shot, good save there from Hunter Ivy.
West Virginia wins the face-off. They can't get it out, though. O'Rourke sends it along to Rushford. He'll hold. That shot's deflected into the corner. Alfonsetti's the first one there. Alfonsetti looks, gets help. Back up top, O'Rourke. He almost goes down but keeps his balance. He'll hold, he'll fire. Shot high, gets knocked down in front of the net. Alfonsetti has it now. In front for Kinney. And he started to celebrate, but I think Ivy made the save.
Great save there by Ivy, but even better positioning right there by Ryan Kinney out in front of the slot right there. Absolutely outstanding job right there from the pass from Alfonsetti from behind the net. Just a really good hockey play there, Ethan.
4:15 to go on the penalty to Bott. Bott's done for the night. West Virginia bench is getting a little deserted over there. They got a guy in the box, a guy in the locker room. I can't afford to lose many more. Alfonsetti wins the faceoff. He goes down. O'Rourke keeps it in. And another corner battle, as you mentioned. West Virginia wins this one. Collins can't get it out, though. Alfonsetti working hard trying to get the puck. Kinney in there as well. And West Virginia takes it. They'll send it all the way down. Rushford knocks it down to save some time. Long pass Kinney. Collins intercepts that one. Here he comes working 1-on-5. He'll just hold. And they'll look to kill some time here. They'll dump it in. Here comes State again. Rushford jukes around one man. We're going 1-on-4 now. He'll look for some help. Fires high. Alfonsetti along the boards now. Sends it further in. Alfonsetti again from Kinney. Here he goes for the wraparound in front of the net. State couldn't get there, and West Virginia clears it out. Josh Cannon comes out to play it. Here's O'Rourke. State looking to get the top line back out there with Jimenez, Banashevitz, and McDonald. Here's Banashevitz. Pass across. Not sure if that was for Jimenez or McDonald, but McDonald got it. State sets it back up. Here's Banashevitz. He'll feed O'Rourke. O'Rourke working in. Strong side. What? Ivy comes out of the net. I don't know what that was, but he made the save.
Ian O'Rourke continuously has great speed there, Ethan. As you saw right there, almost squeezed the puck 5-hole there on Hunter Ivy, and that's just something you want to see from somebody like an Ian O'Rourke. And it's really good seeing that much speed and really good net front presence as well from the defenseman.
Mazikowski comes out of the box, so I still not sure about that one. Linsmeyer's still in there. 2:53 to go on the 5-minute penalty to Bott. West Virginia wins the turnover. They got an opportunity here, shorthanded. One-on-one Hudson with a great defensive play. Good hit there, Hudson on Cooper. And State will take over. Here's Jimenez. Kicks it to a stick as he works into the neutral zone. Gets it to Sam Banashevitz on the near side. He'll wrap it all the way around. Hudson kicks it to a stick. He's got Wing. He'll send it to him. Wing feeds Jimenez. Jimenez has it. Top of the slot. Blue line now. Across McDonald. And he sent it wide. Ivy was out of the net. McDonald couldn't finish it. He gets it back. 2:13 to go on the power play. Hudson with it. Back to McDonald. He didn't get as much on that shot as he would have liked. Jimenez has it now. He'll work. Back to Banashevitz. He's got it. Back to Jimenez. Two-man game. Up top, Hudson. He'll hold. Working. Fires. Blocked by Cooper, and the Mountaineers will get it out.
A little bit of a bland power play for State so far, Ethan, and they're not getting too many good opportunities right now. They really need to push themselves into the slot.
McDonald leaves it for Banashevitz, who will collect it. And loose puck, West Virginia's going to get it, try to get it out, and they do. They've got a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Here they come. There's Eric Dickman working around a man, and they scored. Eric Dickman fed Alex Evans. West Virginia gets the shorthanded goal to make it 5-2.
Not good, Ethan. Not good at all. And the fact that breakup, they had three guys trying to stop that breakout from happening, and that just left the defenseman from NC State just crowding back into his own end, and the puck went 5-hole on Josh Cannon. A little bit of a leaky goal right there. Not sure if I like that from Josh Cannon, but a shorthanded goal, that's not good, Ethan. That is just not good at all.
Not every power play is going to be great, Zach, but you'd like to see better if you're Coach Mike Gazzillo, especially on a 5-minute penalty like this one. State still got 1:15 to go on the power play. Mazikowski has it. He'll feed Koeklenberg. Long pass up ahead to nobody in particular, and it's icing. Not sure who he was looking for there, but it was out of reach. 9:09 to go, second period. State scored 5 goals in the first period. Banashevitz, Jimenez, Hudson, Linsmeyer, and Rushford. West Virginia goals from Brian Dickman and Alex Evans shorthanded a minute ago. Eric Webb working hard here. He's going to have an opportunity. 2-on-2. He'll work and fire. Ivy knocks it down. Johnston has it. He'll send it along to Webb. Webb gives it back to Mazikowski. He'll work in. His slap shot. Ivy with the save. Rebound. West Virginia gets it out of there. 45 seconds to go. Mazikowski looking in the neutral zone now. Works around a man. He whiffs on the pass. That could have been dangerous. State gets there first. Johnston goes down. Not going to be a penalty. Mazikowski gets it back in the neutral zone. He works into the zone. Looking for help. Gets it to Hayden Dewey. And he goes down. West Virginia tries to get it out. They can't find the puck along the boards. Eventually they do get it out. Josh Cannon will set it up for Koeklenberg.
Killing this 5-minute penalty here for West Virginia is going to be huge for momentum going forward, but for State, that's going to be a momentum killer.
10 seconds to go. Not only are they about to kill it, but they also got a goal. Here comes Mazikowski. He tries to work around a man, but can't. Good defensive play there from DiGiuseppe. Power play over. Here's Dewey. Hunter Ivy with a nice glove save. I'll tell you what, Zach. Ivy got the start last night. Wasn't great. Meyer came in and was much better. Tonight, Meyer got the start. Wasn't very good. And Ivy came in, and he's been much better. Not sure. Not sure why that's the case.
Pretty cool if things work out there, Ethan, doesn't it? Will Bieberdorf on the ice again, Ethan. Not really sure why.
He is. Maybe they're going to give him some time. State needs him next weekend. I can go ahead and tell you that. He's out there with Troll and Costigan. Troll tries to kick it ahead. West Virginia sends it back in. Rushford has it. 7:41 to go, second period, excuse me. Long pass up ahead, and that'll be icing. Bieber was trying to win the race, and he almost did. State's got to regroup here. Thought this game might get out of hand, but West Virginia's rebounded. They've had a good second period.
Coach Gazzillo took a step down from the coach's spot right there on the bench. Kind of funny right there. Looks like he blended in. Looks like he was sitting on the bench with the players. We could see a Coach Gazzillo goal soon. I'll live for the day I get to see that.
Well, it'll be difficult to score from the bench in a suit, but we'll see. Collins has it for West Virginia in the neutral zone. And they'll send it back in. O'Rourke has it. He'll set up behind his own net. Brian Dickman, West Virginia's leading scorer, putting pressure on. Troll goes down. Actually, that's O'Rourke. He goes down. Gets it out of the zone. That could have been dangerous. Collins feeds it ahead, and here they come. Big shot in it. Cannon with the glove save and covers up. 6:57 to go. What have you seen from Josh Cannon so far?
Give up that one goal, Ethan, and on the breakaway, and I wasn't too happy about that, but looking at him now, he's making the saves he needs to make, and that's what you really need from a goaltender. It doesn't need to be flashy, doesn't need to be outstanding, just needs to make the saves that need to be made.
That first goal that he gave up, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back. Short side, bad angle shot. Merchant working along the boards now. He'll get it out of the zone. Alfonsetti tries to get there, kick it ahead to himself, and he does. He outraced everybody to the puck with the wraparound. They looked like they were celebrating, but West Virginia comes out of there with it. Here they come. They'll dump it in. O'Rourke knocks it down. Rushford sends a player into the boards. Merchant on the other end, working hard, trying to get the puck. And he can't. West Virginia will take over. 6:19 to go. 5-2, NC State leading West Virginia. In their own zone now. The Mountaineers look to get another goal. If they can get another goal here, this is going to be an interesting third period. Merchant and the ref in each other's way. Battle along the boards here. Alfonsetti with a nice hit. West Virginia comes out of there with it. Alex Evans scored a goal a minute ago. And we got a penalty. That's going to be another West Virginia power play. The players just ran into each other and knocked one of them down. That was funny.
Well, Ethan, for sure. I think it's good that, well, we have some fans up on the ice really getting into it. A guy's on a guy's back. Go Pack, as the fans probably are saying. Good to see the fan support here as NC State goes on the penalty kill once again.
McDonald on the draw. West Virginia wins it. They'll look to set it up. 0 for 2 on the power play so far. They were 1 for 6 last night. Behind the net, there's Ventura looking for Collins. They'll send it back up top. There's Dickman. He'll fire. That one goes wide. Banishevitz has it, and he'll backhand it all the way down the ice.
What a wicked backhander, Ethan. That was fast. Really like that clear by Sam.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. You don't see many college kids that get that have a backhanded clear that goes like that. Here's Banishevitz, works around a man. He's got a shorthanded opportunity. One-on-one, here he comes, and he'll fire, save. Hunter Ivy, I think that caught Ivy by surprise, and he was lucky to make that one.
Yeah, Hunter Ivy almost needed to fix his pipes right there because that goal almost leaked through. Not a good thing to have, Ethan, but all in all, really great job by Sam Banishevitz juking a man out and getting into the offensive zone.
Well, Banishevitz doesn't usually get much time on the penalty kill, excuse me. He's one of the mainstays on the power play, but playing well right now, first 45 seconds. West Virginia will take control. And here they come. Chipped ahead. Chris Wing has it. He'll send it to Hudson. And he'll do the honors of sending it down. Almost didn't get out. Banishevitz tries to get there. McDonald has it. He'll hold it, and they'll send it all the way in. Banishevitz and McDonald will get off the ice. Stayed out there now with Eric Johnston and Hayden Dewey. 40 seconds to go for the Mountaineers. Their power play's got to get better. They did just have a 5-minute penalty kill, though. State's actually got 2 guys in the box. I did not notice that. Only 1 penalty on the board.
That's actually Ryan Lensmeyer. As we were talking
Oh,
about,
he's still in there?
talking about it earlier, Ethan. I think what happened was they're switching out Will Bieberdorf and Ryan Lensmeyer in that box so they can utilize both players. Mike Gazilla with the finesse, trying to get more than the allotted skaters that he's allowed.
State into the corner. Eric Johnson gets it out. Almost whiffed on the clear, but he'll take it up ahead. Dewey, 5 seconds left on the West Virginia power play. He sends it wide. State kills it off. A little dangerous there with too many men on the ice. Now they've only got 4. Here comes the 5th. And West Virginia will send it in. Blocked in front. There's Mazikowski. He tried to go around the man. Trolls got it. They got a 2-on-1 with Dewey. Here he comes across Dewey. It's intercepted. And we got a whistle.
A cross-checking call on West Virginia, I think.
Lensmeyer finally comes out of the box. So Lensmeyer was in the box for 10 minutes. State will have their 3rd power play. I did not see the call, but Tyler Huffnagel, quite the name, Zach. I like it.
Names are important, Ethan. It's really the identifying factor in people.
Yeah, it's a good point. 3:32 to go. McDonald, Jimenez, Banashevitz, Koeklenberg, and Mazikowski. State's power play group. Both centers get sent off. Not sent off, but forced to switch out. Koeklenberg fires wide. State's going to look to get Koeklenberg a goal. I can promise you that here at the end of this 3rd period, especially if they've got the game in hand. Here he is again. He'll fire. It's deflected, almost went in. Good save with the pad by Ivy. Jimenez deflected it. West Virginia trying to pin it along the boards. Jimenez and McDonald trying to get it. West Virginia tries to kick it ahead. They do, out of the zone. And it's offsides.
Really great tip there by Luis Jimenez. Great job right in front of the net to get that good positioning there for the tip on this NC State power play. Just a really solid effort there by Luis.
2:57 to go. .126 on the power play. State wins the face-off. Mazikowski back looking for Jimenez. Pass is a little too long. West Virginia will get it out of the zone again. Here's McDonald. He'll work. Tell you what, McDonald's just another guy that State gets back. I to be honest, didn't know State was going to get him back this year. He's working along the goal line now. Here's Banashevitz. Up top, Mazikowski. He fires in front of the net. Backhand opportunity in front again, and they score. Jimenez collected the rebound, and State's 2 for 3 on the power play.
Great job recollected right there. A little bit of a scrum in front of the net there, Ethan, but a really great job by Jimenez to use his backhand to bring that back to the forehand for just a really simple glove-sized shot right there. Great job with the pressure on the power play there by NC State. Their power play astronomically better than it has been in the past.
Yep, it had to be better. He figured it was only a matter of time. Jimenez, the puck was just, there was too much going on there for State not to score. Jimenez finally got it, put it in. 2:27 to go, State up 6-2, which was the final score of last night's game. West Virginia wins the face-off. Evans won it for the Mountaineers. Rushford gets it and sends it in. Ivy behind the net. Ivy's played pretty well in the second period. West Virginia as a team has done much better, which was your key.
They got to
just do better.
Just do better, Ethan.
And they have. Not well enough to this point, but there's still plenty of time. Here come the Mountaineers. There's Ventura 1-on-2. Working, he'll hold up and wait for help. And Troll tries to take it away from him, can't get it. Evans has it now. Rushford tries to chip it ahead, gets it out of the zone. Collins will be back to play it for the Mountaineers. He'll send it around looking for help. Will Troll is there for the Pack, but he couldn't get a bouncing puck. And here come the Mountaineers. Evans on the far side, backhanded in front. Rushford intercepts it. Looking for help, he's got Troll. He chips it ahead to Costigan. State's got a 2-on-2 with Webb. Here comes Webb. He'll fire. Goes high. Not sure if it was deflected. Costigan tries to get there. Mountaineers head the other way. Chipped ahead. Tipped. And Rushford finds Troll for the pack.
You're not sure who got the assist there on Luis' goal. I was trying to hear it. I think I heard Trevor Merchant. I'm not entirely sure. We'll get that information as soon as we can.
Yeah, I don't think Merchant was on the ice. Here's Rushford. And he goes down on a knee. Here he comes again. State's got a 3-on-2. Rushford holding to Alfonzetti. Kenny gets it. Here he comes. He backhands it towards the net, but it's blocked. He's behind the net now, trying to send it back. O'Rourke has it. O'Rourke tries to work around Ventura, but can't. Mountaineers send it around. 30 seconds to go. Here's Rushford. He'll work around, does a 360 in front of the net. Kenny looking for Alfonzetti. Can't get it to him. Here come the Mountaineers. Long pass, too far. And it's icing with 18 seconds to go in the second period.
Really great job here by the Ice Pack heading into the end of this period. This momentum is really going to have to carry over into the third and final period here, Ethan. They want to get this final regular season win, and it's very important that they do for all the seniors and for the rest of the players on this team.
This is a big 18 seconds to me, especially if you're West Virginia. A goal here would just be absolutely demoralizing. You're already down 4, but I think there's a big difference between 6-2 and 7-2. If you ask me, you get a quick goal at 6-2. Get a quick goal and then a power play, and you're right back in the thing. 7-2, maybe not so much. Shot there goes high. Ivy didn't know where it was. Wing has it. He'll send it in. Kenny went for the tip, couldn't get it. Hudson has it now. 8 seconds to go. Across to Wing. He'll fire, and it goes wide. Crest Wing had a chance there. That'll do it for the second period. NC State and West Virginia a goal apiece in the second period, and NC State leads 6-2 as we head into the final period of the season. Zach, quick thoughts on the second period?
A little bit of a lot of less. That's a weird sentence right there, but overall that period just had a lot less energy than the first period, and it showed in the score sheet. 1 goal scored apiece, Ethan, but could have been a lot less. There was not a lot of energy for both teams.
We'll take a quick break. Coach Jeff Wing will join us in the second intermission. NC State leads West Virginia 6-2 on PackTV.
The Raleigh Iceplex, where hockey happens, especially Ice Pack hockey. Zach Soloy alongside assistant coach Jeff Wing for today's interview. So, Coach, second period was had a little bit less energy than the first period, but sort of talk about what was the strategy in that period. Your team did not score in that huge 5-minute power play there. A little bit of a setback, but what, in your words, what was in your opinion?
Honestly, what we're preaching right now is discipline, right? We've got a big weekend next weekend. We don't want anybody getting thrown out. We've already seen one of the West Virginia players got thrown out, so we're just saying discipline, move the puck around. I'm actually okay that we didn't score a goal. Obviously, you'd like to do that, but I'm happy that we've kept our discipline, no stupid penalties in that period, so we're actually doing okay.
So for the first period as well, I want to get your thoughts on this as well. Your team scored 2 goals within 14 seconds. I can actually do math. I actually subtracted the numbers right. It was 14 seconds, Coach. Thank you. It's an honor. But in your words, Coach, how important is it to get those quick goals like that, especially 2 goals in quick succession?
Well, it's like in any sport, momentum really is a thing. It's hard to figure out and wrap around your head around it, but it really does make a difference. So that gave us a huge momentum push, excuse me, and then we kept going on with the momentum. So that was actually a big point in the game.
So goaltending changed in the start of the second period as well. Starting goaltender Matt Myers switched out for Hunter Ivy. Coach, what have you seen from the West Virginia goaltending tandem tonight?
You know, I think they're not bad goalies. I think what their coach is trying to do is get a little momentum. The first goal they got scored on a bunch of times, and if you notice, they switched the goalies last night as well. So maybe he's trying. I think maybe their last game of the season. So maybe he's trying to even out time, get a little jump in his team. So I don't think necessarily the goals have been really playing poorly. I think he's just trying to use the motivation for the rest of the team. Especially
in that first period as well. One play that has really stunned me is the unbelievable trap that Eric Johnston made in the neutral zone to feed off Ryan Lensmeyer into that breakaway goal. So really talk about your neutral zone play. How critical is it to the success of this team?
You know, I think as we talked about last week, I think we're trying to have a little bit of shape in the offensive defensive zone and in the neutral zone. So really what you want is called transition. So we try to transition quickly, we get the puck, we get a good intercepted pass like that, and then turn around. So it's the transition, whether we're stealing the puck in their zone, neutral zone, or offensive zone, or our defensive zone, we're trying to do that. So it's starting to pay off now. There's some stuff we're doing in practice.
Josh Cannon not tested much tonight, but tested a little bit. Coach, your thoughts on his play tonight?
I thought he was doing really good. I think, he hated when the goalie lets in a softie, which I think he'd probably say the first one was. But after that, I think he's zoned in. Sometimes that early goal really gets the goalie in the game. So I think after that he's been doing great.
Now, Coach, third period adjustments, what are they?
I think, I hate to say, I don't want to play down or play slow this period. So we'll keep our speed up, but keep your head up, keep your head on. Don't get any stupid penalties. Let's just kind of get through this thing respectfully, and that's really the goal.
Thank you, Coach, for joining us here at the PackTV broadcast booth. We'll be right back for the third period right here on PackTV.
I mean, the 3 seed last year, State was a 4 or 5 seed, I think, and you're at the 3 seed here with a loss to Virginia. Loss to Charlotte, I think, is the one that State would really want back at this point. But State knows they're a better team than Charlotte, and the standings reflect that. I mean, I just think, to me, the story of the season has been how guys have stepped up. Guys like Eric Johnston comes to mind. He's really a fourth-line guy, a fringe, whether or not he was going to get a jersey at the beginning of the season, and now he is. Some nights he's been your third-line guy, and he's really been superb. Ryan Kinney missed a bunch of the season, came back, and he's been excellent offensively. Ian O'Rourke's been really solid on the blue line. Rushford, Mazikowski, those guys as well. Trevor Merchant. It's easy to not talk about Trevor Merchant, but I mean he's just been such a solid second-line guy for State all year.
The guys are goofing a little bit down the ice right there. Alfonsetti just came in like with some bowling pins. They're stretching, having some fun, Ethan, and that's exactly what they're supposed to be doing in the final game of the regular season. Having a good time. It's a really great environment to be in.
They're doing push-ups now, Mazikowski is. I think State expects to win the regular season, but that's a tough ask. 7-2 is a really good season. George Washington at 8-1 won the regular season, but I mean, I think State likes where they're at, and they gotta like the way they're playing in my mind the last couple weeks. And State's won the regular season and come up short in the tournament, and that's not to say they don't care about the regular season, but they would much prefer to win the tournament. If you ask anybody on the team, they're tired of winning in the regular season and coming up short in the tournament. And, that's what they want to do. They're less concerned about, we were 2 points behind George Washington for first place. No, they're concerned about what happens next weekend in Charlottesville. And you got to like their chances, especially if you can add guys like Kristoff, and if Bieberdorf can play 12, 15 minutes for you next weekend. 12, 15 minutes a game. Kristoff, if he gets back to his third-line role, I mean, that's going to be as healthy as State's been all year. And so we'll see what happens, but tournament's going to be a tough test. There's a lot of good teams out there, and we'll see what State can do. It's been a good season, but I think State all year, it's about the ACCHL. It's not. They weren't going to win. Winning the regular season would not have made this a great season. And, finishing third doesn't make it a bad season. So that's my opinion. But like I said, I really like State's chances to win the tournament, maybe more so than the last couple of years. But we'll see. It's a lot of times it's the hottest team, and right now State is as hot as any team. 40 seconds into the third period, here we go. That's my talk here. Jimenez going for the hat trick. He loses the puck, but he knocked down the West Virginia player. Couldn't tell who that was. It was Daniel Haran. That was my spiel on NC State's season so far. Pretty much to sum it up, it's been a good season, and it's really a make or break next weekend at the tournament. Almost a turnover there by Collins. Jimenez gets it back there. He'll find Banashevitz. He'll get it back to Jimenez. We got a whistle.
Too many men? Oh, they're calling it too many men.
It looked like they blew it dead when State had the puck, though.
Yeah, surprised about that. They're trying to figure out who they're going to send to the box. West Virginia just looks tired here, Ethan, and that's just not something you want to be happening, but it is what it is.
State's going to return this trip to West Virginia next year. All right, somebody's got to take a seat here. And we got a trooper. There you go. Way to be an excellent teammate. That's Zach Evans. He'll sit. State's 4th power play, 2 for 3 so far. And West Virginia's actually in here shorthanded. They send it wide. Wide and high of the net. They'll get it back in the defensive zone and send it all the way back down. Kinney tries to knock it down but couldn't. Kokenberg has it now. Mazikowski collects it. 20 seconds off the power play here for the Pack. Mazikowski with a full head of steam working into the zone. Tries to do it all himself. He found O'Rourke. Good defensive offense there. Good defenseman offense there, I should say, but he couldn't finish it. Kinney has it. He'll get it to Mazikowski, who comes back up top to the blue line. He'll hold. Finds Alfonsetti. Alfonsetti in front. It's deflected by Merchant. And now it's behind the net. Alfonsetti back up top, Mazikowski. Across Kokenberg. His final period as a member of the Pack. He sends it across to Alfonsetti. It's knocked away. The State will get it back. Minute to go on the power play. Sent across Kinney. He'll fire wide. Mazikowski keeps it in. He sends it down low, Alfonsetti. Alfonsetti in front looking for Kinney. Kinney couldn't get a stick on it. Kokenberg gets it. He'll work. He loses the puck. West Virginia has it in the corner. And Kokenberg with a big hit. West Virginia, they blow the play dead.
That's a high stick. Surprised that stick can make it through the cage right there. That's going to be Jeffrey DeSheby who's going to go off and try to get himself checked out.
Yeah, it's going to be a State penalty.
John Kokenberg. Unfortunate. Kokenberg was doing well working down in the corner to try to get his first.
So that negates the last 33 seconds of the power play. For State, he's going to get 4 minutes. So that means there must have been blood. Oh, they took it down. Maybe not. They put 2 minutes up there. So 4-on-4 here for 33 seconds, and then West Virginia will have a power play. McDonald trying to make a play, can't get the puck. Banashevitz is the first one there, though. Rushford has it now. He tries to get it to Banashevitz, but it deflects. And O'Rourke will have it. West Virginia knocks down the pass. Banashevitz with a turnover. Here comes West Virginia. They can't get to the puck in time. O'Rourke, the long pass, Banashevitz. He'll find McDonald. McDonald will fire, and he scores. Jack McDonald with his second game back and his second goal. NC State up 7-2.
Filthy wrist shot right there. Unbelievable sauce on that puck. That was just a beautiful snapshot. You know, I'm speechless, Ethan. I try to talk. That player just left me speechless. Just the pass from Banashevitz across the ice to McDonald, and just the unbelievable shot short side against Hunter Ivy. 7-2 now, NC State. Ethan, this is a team that a lot of teams in the ACCHL should be very scared of for this tournament.
He went glove side, and that was really a beautiful shot. Linsmeyer dumps it in off the faceoff. West Virginia on the power play now. I was confused there for a second. Big clear, and Brian Dickman almost caught that one. That did not feel good. West Virginia trying to get something going. They can't. Rushford sends it down again. Dickman has it. Sends it to Collins. Banashevitz gets the first assist. And O'Rourke gets the second. Nothing doing for West Virginia on this power play. Linsmeyer's going to try to win the race to this puck as Ivy is behind his own net. He can't get there in time. Cooper has it now for the Mountaineers. Long pass. Here they come. They've got a 3-on-2. 40 seconds to go. Centering pass. Nothing doing. In front, there's Cooper. He sends it. Kicked aside. Josh Cannon. Mountaineers get it. 30 seconds to go. In front. Fired. Cannon tries to cover up. Can't. Collins keeps it in. 23 seconds to go. Behind the net, there's Cooper. He's got it. Works around a man in front. And they missed the net. That pretty much sums it up for West Virginia, wouldn't you say?
I would have to sort of agree with you there, Ethan. I mean, it's 7-2, 15:31 left to go in the third. There's not much hope left here for the Mountaineers, and they came into this game only having 9 wins. And there's really not much else that this team can do.
Yeah, it looked to me like they had an open net, and they just couldn't finish it. That's just the kind of weekend it's been for the Mountaineers. State can't get it out. They'll keep it in, and they can't actually keep it in. 7 seconds to go. That's going to be an offsides.
Good call there by the linesman to get that offsides in, and it's always good when those kinds of things are called, Ethan.
7 seconds to go. Koeklenberg sitting for the pack, and State sends it back into the neutral zone. Can't get it all the way down the ice. Koeklenberg is out. He'll head to the bench. And we're back to 5-on-5. State 3 for 3 on the penalty kill. Behind the net now, West Virginia. And they've got it. Pass out in front. They get it out. State gets it out of the zone anyway. West Virginia has it now. Webb putting pressure on the puck. Tries to get there. And he can't. West Virginia tries to chip it ahead. Bieberdorf has it. Wing sends it all the way back around looking for Dewey. Ivy stops it. Dangerous play, but it works. Bieberdorf has it now. In front, Dewey. And West Virginia will head the other way. Here they come. Pass in front, deflected by Chris Wing. West Virginia's going to get to the puck first behind the net. In front, deflected off Chris Wing's skate. Mountaineers have it. Dewey right there. They'll send it back. There's Ventura. He leaves it for the shot and goes wide. State has it now. Bieberdorf. Webb tries to get it out but can't. Sent back in. Webb has it now. He'll get it to Dewey. Dewey holds. Long pass up ahead. Webb. Here they come. His shot. And it's held by Ivy. 14:02 to go. State leads 7-2.
Yeah, it's just been a really great game, Ethan, and one thing that I really would like to pay particular attention to is the play of Luis Jimenez. What fitting way for him to really have a great scoring night on the score sheet as well, and this being his final regular season game before he goes to Spain to play hockey. It's just, it's a fitting night for a great player.
West Virginia now in the neutral zone. They'll look to set it up. Talk about Luis going to Spain. I'm not sure if it's official yet or not as the Mountaineers come in. Cannon, made the initial save. West Virginia had an open net on the rebound. They sent it wide. And that's just how it's going for the Mountaineers now. Cannon with a good initial save, but dangerous rebound opportunity. State dodges a bullet. Mazikowski has it now. Long pass up ahead to Banashevitz. Here he comes. Banashevitz working around the man, and he fires, and they deflect it out of play. That was a good shot from Banashevitz. Talking about Luis Jimenez, though, he's hoping to go to Spain to continue his hockey career, which is where he's from. He's from Spain. I'm not sure if he's signed a contract or anything, or if he's definitely going, but that's certainly the goal for him. He went to Spain to try out. Not sure if it was a tryout or what the technical term was for it, but he was there over the winter break, and it went well for him, so he's hoping to continue that. We'll let you know what we hear, anything else about that. Sam Banashevitz will also hope to continue his hockey career next year. Here comes Mountaineers 3-on-1. Leaves it for Cooper, and they score. Dickman left it for Cooper, and he fired it past Cannon, and it's 7-3.
Bad break out there, Ethan, and partially because State tried to pinch right there, got left alone on a 3-on-1. A little bit of an interesting passing play for Dickman to leave it behind him instead of passing it over and doing a more of a complex tic-tac-toe. But a straight up behind the net, behind the back play, and it just beat Josh Cannon fair and square.
3-on-1 there for the Mountaineers, and they took advantage. Tell you what, they finished those 2 open net goals a minute ago, and we got an interesting game. 7-3, 12:49 to go. Here's Jimenez in front, looking for McDonald. State can't do anything about that. Sent in by O'Rourke. That's blocked. And he eventually keeps it in. West Virginia player lost their stick. That's Eric Dickman. Banashevitz leaves it behind the net, sends it to Jimenez. He'll hold, looking for Rushford. He's got it. Banashevitz in front of the net. A good save from Ivy. Tell you what, if these 2 West Virginia goalies played the first period like they did like Ivy's played the second and third, this would be a good game.
Yeah, Hunter Ivy made a really good save right there. Really good job from the Mountaineer goaltender, and he's looked sharp, and with 12:21 left to go, let's see if he can shut NC State out for the rest.
I should say West Virginia's defense has gotten better too. It's not, and you can't sit here and blame the last 2 nights on the goalies if you're West Virginia. Defense has to be better too, but it's a collective effort when you give up 13 goals in 2 nights. Here's State working. There's Alfonsetti. Mazikowski has it, and he'll get it to Merchant. Merchant chips it ahead into the offensive zone. Talking about Jimenez going to Spain, hopefully going to Spain, as Alfonsetti forces a turnover. That's going to be a penalty. That's going to be a penalty shot, I think. Alfonsetti with an excellent defensive play to take the puck away, and then he got hooked. That was an easy one. Even I knew that was a penalty. Question is it a penalty shot?
He called for a penalty shot.
It looked like it, yeah.
Alfonsetti still thinks they're going to take the face-off, but it's going to be a penalty shot. See what he can do.
Alfonsetti will take it. Tell you what, if you're running a shootout with the full NC State team, Alfonsetti might be your 3rd guy you'd go to, so State will like their chances here. He might be 4th if you throw Kenny in, but Banashevitz and Jimenez would certainly be your first 2. We'll see what he can do. I'm honestly not sure what other guys are going to be doing after they finish up here. I'm sure some of you are interested in that, but we'll definitely look to find that out over the next week and let you know. But had a little bit of a discussion here as Alfonsetti waits.
The West Virginia coach was not happy about this.
Well, Alfonsetti would have had a breakaway, but anyway, here he comes, working into the slot slowly. He backhands and he scores. That was an easy one for Tyler Alfonsetti. Stayed up 8-3. That was a beautiful backhand. He just worked in slowly, went around Ivy, got the backhand. Ivy tripped him up, but it was too late, and Alfonsetti's taking a seat now. I don't know why.
The world will never know, Ethan. The world will never know.
So we'll try to figure that one out. I guess he said something. That's the only thing I can think of now.
At this point, Ethan, penalties are just being called left and right. The West Virginia coach was not happy. Alfonsetti must have said something. Even Alfonsetti's just going, what did I do? I did nothing.
Yeah. Stayed up 8-3. This will be West Virginia's 4th power play of the game. So State 2 for 4 on the power play, plus a penalty shot goal. 11:48 to go. State wrapping up the regular season here. They'll finish up 14-7, assuming they hold on here. West Virginia quickly on the power play. Josh Cannon fell down, but he gets back up. West Virginia has it in the corner now. To the blue line. Here they come, working behind the goal line, trying to get some pressure in front. Back up top, Collins. West Virginia has it now behind the pass. Dickman with the give and go. Works around a man, he sent it wide. And the net came off its moorings.
We'll find out more about.
Yeah, that was it was an unsportsmanlike conduct, is what I heard. He said something. You want? I mean, in every sport, teams are going to talk to each other. So it makes you wonder what he said that's so much worse than what everybody else is saying. But oh well. 1:23 to go on the power play for West Virginia, trying to cut into this 8-3 NC State lead. Behind the net, in front, looking for Collins, can't get it. Mountaineers get it back. Wing deflects it. He'll get back in position. Couldn't get the puck. Back up top. Kenny and Merchant there for the pack. West Virginia has it. Back to Dickman. Brian Dickman, that is. Down low, Cooper. He loses it. Hudson shuffles it along the boards. State couldn't get to it and get it out. Pass across, opportunity, and they score. Daniel Haran with the goal, if I'm not mistaken. Well, maybe not. It might have been Ventura. I don't think Haran was on the... no, he was on the ice.
Yeah, Josh Cannon looking very shaken up right now. That's not a goal he wanted to give up, but in the end he did. And Ian Hutchison is kind of looking at Josh, kind of looking at Coach Gazzillo. I don't think anything is going to happen here, Ethan, but it's definitely a possibility going in towards the end of this game.
Yeah, not the performance State looking for from Cannon, but the offense has been so good. Doesn't look like it's going to matter. In front again for Dewey. His backhander, good pad save by Ivy. West Virginia behind the net. Halfway through the third period, Dewey tries to force a turnover. Johnson gets it. He sends it on net. We got a whistle.
Elbowing call on Lensmeyer, not a good one right there. That could possibly be 4 minutes. That was a very, very nasty elbow to the head right there.
Not what you want to do, especially after you just gave up a power play goal. Lensmeyer takes a seat. That's going to be a 2-minute penalty. So Lensmeyer sits for the second time tonight. Last time he was in the box for 10 minutes. 10:19 to go. State leads the West Virginia Mountaineers 8-4 after winning 6-2 last night. Cooper sends it in on net. West Virginia had an opportunity. They can't get it in. Haran looking for another goal. Couldn't get it. Ventura has it now. Up top, Dickman. Across there's Collins. Excuse me. He'll get it back. Scrum behind the net. West Virginia keeps it. Cooper has it. Johnson trying to block the shot. It went wide anyway. Dewey tries to get there. Collins goes down. No penalty. Another big hit for Mazikowski. He'll send it along. And Dewey sends it all the way down to kill some time. 1:22 to go. Johnson in pursuit. Ivy's out of the net. Johnson couldn't get the puck, though. Here come the Mountaineers. Long pass for Collins. They've got a 3-on-2 here if they take it. Collins looking, waiting. Throws it in front of the net. It goes all the way through. Brian Dickman takes it at the top. Sends it back down low. That's Alex Evans. He's got it back to Dickman. Evans again. They play catch. In front, it's deflected wide. 53 seconds to go in the period. In front again, intercepted by Johnston. Had a long pass for Dewey, couldn't find him. 45 seconds to go. Missed opportunity there for State for either a shorthanded opportunity or to send it all the way down, but they can't. Collins lets it slide through his stick here, and State's going to be able to kill some more time. Banishevitz comes on the ice. He's out there with Bieberdorf now. 30 seconds to go on the power play for the Mountaineers. 1 for 4 so far tonight. 1 for 4 so far. 1 for 5 if they don't score in the next 20 seconds. There's Alex Evans. Leaves it, and here they come. A little miscommunication there, and they'll have to set up again. 10 seconds to go on Lensmeyer's penalty. Not going to get anything going here. Lackadaisical effort, and here comes Bieberdorf. The pass is just out of his reach. A dangerous play there by Ivy. He sent it towards his net. It looked like it could have gone in, but it didn't. Rushford has it. He gets tangled up and goes down. Here comes West Virginia. They got a 3-on-1 here. in front of the net. They can't get it. Cannon gets a stick to it, and State sends it all the way down. Dangerous opportunity there. Would have been icing, but Ivy plays the puck. Not sure the puck would have gotten to the goal line anyway. Dangerous minutes here for State. Have an 8-4 lead, but not playing like it right now. Sent in on net. Cannon covers up. 7:40 to go.
A lot of going on right there, Ethan, and much of it was just a lot of back and forth, a lot of pressure going in against Josh Cannon right there. It's just not something you want to see in general for the NC State Ice Pack defense-wise. Fans are depleting by the minute here. It's getting not a late night, not as late as we've seen, Ethan, but still a very long night nonetheless. Some of these fans, after a long day, came from the basketball game earlier, but it's still good to see them out here in full support.
Personally, I've appreciated the earlier start times at the Iceplex the last couple of weeks. In front of the net, it gets knocked down. Nobody knows where it is. State tries to get it out. They can't. Sent in again, deflected. West Virginia keeps it in, though. And there's Cooper working. He sends it in. Good save by Cannon. State tries to get it out. They knock it down. There's Troll. He can't gain control. Mountaineers have it. 7 minutes to go. And Costigan takes it. He'll get it out of the zone. State needs a good offensive stretch here. Costigan takes the hit. Tries to get it to Troll. Can't. Mountaineers will set it up. We saw West Virginia pull their goalie at about this time yesterday in a 4-goal game. We'll see if they do the same. Here they are again. A good shot, and Cannon with a good save. Rushford knocks the player down. Rushford gets knocked down. Now we're going to have a little brouhaha. With 6:42 to go, gotta imagine some penalties would come out of this.
Unnecessary, Ethan, unnecessary. I know these guys like their MMA, boxing, Xbox video games, but they can't be doing it in real life. It's never a thing you want to do, Ethan, and it's going to cause some penalties. It could change the momentum going in towards the end of this game. But the initial hit on Rushford was a bad thing. And they're thinking about kicking out Daniel Harn right there.
Yeah.
But they're just going to send him to the box. Most likely we'll be sending Matt Costigan as well to the penalty box. Wouldn't be surprised as well for Ellis Rushford.
Yep, that's going to happen. Both of them will be taking a seat. .6:42 to go. Costigan and Rushford sit for the Pack. Haran so far for the Mountaineers. We'll see what happens. Looks like everyone's really just trying to get to the finish line at this point in the game. Especially the Mountaineers. They got a long trip back to Morgantown tomorrow. Or assume they leave tomorrow, not tonight.
Raleigh is a really great place to stay, though, so they shouldn't be in too much trouble tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think it's about a 7-hour drive there. We'll find out next year. State will be returning this trip. So after all that, State, West Virginia's going to be on the power play. Don't have an explanation for you on that one. It looked to me like Rushford got knocked down, then Rushford retaliated. Somehow West Virginia gets a power play. Rushford is the guy that's on the box, so you figure Costigan will be in there for 10 minutes, would be my guess. They send it in on net, get the rebound back. State needs some help here. Here's Banishevitz, takes it away, and here he comes. 2-on-3 with Jimenez. Let's see what Banishevitz does. Looks like he may just try to kill time. And he does. Long pass back to Hudson. Mazkowski has it, and State sends it in. Good work from Banishevitz. I can't understand what the PA is saying, but either way, Rushford will be out of the box in a minute and 10 seconds. Big save, rebound. Banishevitz tried to clear it, couldn't. Alex Evans with it now along the goal line. There's a good move from Ventura. A minute to go on the power play. Almost 5.5 minutes left. State leads 8-4. Good play there from Hudson. behind the net. West Virginia has it now. Looking for help back up top. Sent in, and it went wide of Kenny. He was out of the net. Collins had that initial shot. West Virginia will set it up again. Back here they come. There's Evans. He'll send it across. Brian Dickman. His shot is blocked by Banishevitz, and one of them, and they're going to call offsides. One ref said no offsides. The other said it was offsides. So State will get a whistle. They needed a change there badly. 5:01 to go.
5 minutes left to go, Ethan, and next weekend is the big one. The big 3 games. We really can't stress this enough. I personally can't wait to see what happens. This is my first true hockey tournament seeing NC State play. Watched some highlights from last year, but this is my first full season being here with the team and really just getting excited for this opportunity coming up for the team.
State wins the faceoff but can't send it down. They do eventually. Linsmeyer did the honors. Feels good for him to clear one out. He's been in the penalty box a couple times tonight. 5 seconds to go. Long pass. Mazikowski intercepts it. West Virginia's offsides. They'll check up. Power play over. State kills it off. Sent in again. Rebound in front of the net dangerously. State can't get a stick on, neither can West Virginia. Linsmeyer sends it all the way down, and that'll be icing. Unless he plays it.
He played it. That shouldn't have been an icing. Unless there's another ACHA rule that I'm missing here.
I was confused about that one too. I don't think that's, I could be wrong. I don't think that's an ACHA specific rule. West Virginia's going to go with 6 attackers, I think, now.
With 4 minutes to go, that's interesting.
Well, you're down by 4. I mean, you really got to take chances. We saw them yesterday with about 6 minutes left. They had a 5-on-3 and they pulled him to have a 6-on-3 and they couldn't score. Now they're going to leave him in net. So the West Virginia does not empty the net. I wonder if maybe they're just waving the white flag on that one. Anyway, here comes State. Here's McDonald. State was offsides. .4:15 to go. Yeah, I could be wrong. I don't think that is the ACHA rule about the goalie stopping the puck on the icings, because I've seen it before and they never call it, so, or the goalies never play it, so you would think that that's the rule. Oh well, who knows. 4:12 to go. Here comes West Virginia. They whiff on the pass there. Dewey tries to get it. West Virginia has it the other way. Here's Dickman working into the middle of the ice, and he fires. Good save. Rebound there in front of the net. State dodges another bullet. Some dangerous rebounds that State has somehow been able to keep out of the net. Here's Dewey. He'll send it in, and Ivy makes the save. Not sure that he saw it, but he made the save. That's what counts.
Almost leaked through there, Ethan, just under the pad, and that's what really the goaltender is going to start to watch out for, especially Josh Cannon. Josh Cannon has had severe rebound control trouble tonight, and that's not something that I particularly liked. I think he's had a solid game, but the rebound control is something to look at going forward.
State wins the faceoff back into the neutral zone. Mazikowski has it. Long pass looking for Johnston. Can't get it. And that's icing. See, he didn't play it there. You'd think it would be faster for the goalie to touch it, so that's why I think that they made the wrong call. Oh, well, not going to make much of a difference in this game.
The teams are really drawing it out here going towards the end of this game, and 3:39 left, and it's just icing after icing, so.
It looks like both teams are playing out the string at this point. West Virginia is probably ready to go home. Not the weekend they envisioned. Mazikowski with it. He sends it ahead, looking for Webb. Johnston can't get it. West Virginia will play it. In front, Dewey knocks it down. Big slap shot goes wide. Cooper collects it for the Mountaineers.
He could have made the pass to Johnston right there. That would have been a better opportunity.
He'll circle around behind his own net again. Long pass up ahead, out of reach. State will take over. Ian O'Rourke has it. In front, Dewey. He tries to chip it ahead. West Virginia forces a turnover. Here's Cooper coming. 1-on-2. He's got help behind him. Nice move around, and he scores. Excellent individual play. Addison Collins, not Cooper, excuse me. 3:02 to go. West Virginia makes it a 3-goal game.
The fans leading in a get a haircut chant. You know, in a battle of flow, Eric Johnson in my heart will always win. But that's still some beautiful hair there, Ethan. But what a
I agree with you about the hair. I think it's because we've seen Johnson's hair up close. West Virginia's taking a timeout now. We know what Johnson's hair looks like. Not sure what his looks like, though. In my opinion, that's my 2 cents.
Some nice locks, but even more. West Virginia has a lock right now on Josh Cannon. What an absolutely beautiful move there by Collins to try and get in. State right now, someone is talking on the bench. I would have to assume it's Banashevitz. They just need to get this game settled down here because State has really faltered in the past several minutes. This is the same score that we had in the Charlotte game way back in November. It was an 8-5 final. Hopefully they can keep it at this, and hopefully State can get one more to try to just really seal the deal here. But State really needs to calm it down because in the ACCHL tournament, you can't let this happen. You just cannot give up this many goals in the third period and expect everything to be hunky-dory.
Yeah. Yeah, State had, I mean, I'd say a really good first 20 minutes. Second 20 minutes weren't as good, but they weren't bad either. This third period hasn't been great. State, luckily, has been good enough offensively that they've still got a 3-goal lead with 3 minutes left. But like we said, I can see West Virginia pulling their goalie here. I think they will. You got nothing to lose. It's a 3-goal game anyway. I'd expect to see if West Virginia gains control of the puck that Ivy will head to the bench. They do gain control. It's in their own zone, though. And they work. Here comes Collins, who just scored. Ivy still in. He's getting called over. State takes it away just as he was headed to the bench. Kenny takes it now. Ivy was ready to be pulled, and he was waved to the bench, but State forced the turnover. Here comes West Virginia, and they shot it high. They had an opportunity there again. Ivy's on the bench now, sent in again. Cannon with the save. Here comes State the other way. Alfonsetti has it, and looking for the pass. Hit Jake Cooper instead, and Alfonsetti sent it wide. Cooper looked like he got hurt, and on that pass that he deflected. 2:09 to go, and State sends it around behind the net. Merchant looking for the, that's Kenny, excuse me, looking for the goal, can't get it. West Virginia gets it out. State keeps control. Here's Kenny. He'll fire towards the net. It's knocked down by Collins. Kenny keeps it in the zone, though, working hard. West Virginia playing well defensively with an empty net. Here's Alfonsetti. He takes it away again. He'll send it towards the net. Still no goal for the Pack. Got to be frustrated with that at this point. A long pass looking for Dickman. They can't get it to him. West Virginia takes control. Alfonsetti intercepts another long pass, and the Mountaineers get it. Kenny tries to get there but can't. McDonald has it. Up ahead, Merchant. He gets knocked off the puck. State had possession for the puck for almost about a minute and a half and couldn't score with an empty net. Here's Cooper. He'll leave it for Dickman, and he loses the puck on a shot. And Rushford's going to take a seat, and I just had a huge voice crack.
I thought that was a clean hit there, Ethan.
I did too. Rushford is pleading his case, but
very surprised by that one there, Ethan, but with 1:09 left to go. Still an empty net there for the Mountaineers. They've already burned their timeout. 3 goals in 1:09, Ethan. It's possible. Would I say it's likely? No.
yeah. So Rushford takes the seat. Got to agree with you. That one's not going to be. This one's likely not in the cards for the Mountaineers, but they can hang their hat on the fact that they've played well in the third period and really made State sweat it out. They missed a couple of empty nets that could have changed the game.
Watch them try to get to Jimenez to try to get a goal on his senior night tonight.
Or the hat trick. He's already got 2. Under a minute to go. West Virginia will finish the game on the power play if they don't score. They take it over now. Jimenez along the boards. He's got it. Tried to send it all the way down. He was looking for that goal. And the net gets knocked off its moorings. Chris Wing gets hit into the bench, and he's not happy with Brian Dickman. And they're going to use their hands to sort things out there. Chris Wing's another guy you don't usually see getting physical altercations.
Yeah, what happened was behind the net, got checked down. There was a little bit of extra shoving going on, and Chris was not too happy about that, but glad he's okay. I don't think he's going to go off, but if he does, I mean...
Well, Dickman took a seat for the Mountaineers already. And I said this last night, too. I don't like this, 45 seconds left, game's pretty much wrapped up. Wing's taking a seat. I mean, there's no need to call all these penalties. If it's a 1-goal game, then yeah, absolutely, even a 2-goal game. But a 3-4 goal game, with 2 minutes left, just let them play, in my opinion. Maybe you disagree with me, but that's how I feel.
Surprised it's going to be a 5-on-3 and not a 4.
I think it's technically a 4-on-3. They just have the goalie pulled.
They're putting him back in.
No, they're sending the face-off all the way down. I don't understand all this talking. Can't they just talk after the game? That's my question. Dickman's sitting for 4 minutes. Not that it matters. Chris Wing has a 2-minute penalty. So it's going to be a 5-on-4.
14-6, Ethan. That's got to be one of the state's best record in recent memory.
Well, like I said, they've won the ACCHL in recent, I want to say it was 4 years in a row. And last year was the first year that they hadn't won it in 5 years, or 4 years. So 14-6 is, definitely not something that state's not used to. I'm not sure the exact overall records from those years, but
that's a near 75% winning percentage, Ethan.
Yeah, you can't complain about it. That's for sure. State will certainly take it, but like I said, to them, what matters is next weekend, not anything in the regular season. Bieberdorf taking this faceoff for the Pack. They've got 4 seniors out there sending it on net. Bieberdorf, Jimenez, Webb, and Kochlenberg will finish this one out for the Pack. Here's Jimenez, big slap shot going for the hat trick. He can't get it. State scores on the rebound. I think that was Will Bieberdorf. State scores a shorthanded goal. Will Bieberdorf's first of the year, and you got to feel really great for him.
What a great goal, tipping out in front. Well deserved for Bieberdorf. Haven't seen him score at all this year. Really good with 29 seconds left. And Ethan, this secures the deal. This is the highest scoring game for NC State this season in offensive blowouts.
Will Bieberdorf struggled with injuries all year and last year as well. And, you saw him celebrate that goal. He was really excited, and you feel great for him, especially on a senior day. Almost went a whole season without a goal. Here's Jimenez looking for a hat trick. He almost got it. It's covered up there by Ivy.
At this point, Ivy should just give it to Jimenez. There's nothing left to lose here for the Mountaineers. And Jimenez has everything to gain from it as well. He's had a great season, a great career, Ethan, and you know it as much as I do, Luis Jimenez has by far been the player of tonight, just by a matter of example, character, and of course, scoring.
Jimenez gets it. He's looking for the hat trick. Here he comes on the backhand. He'll hold on to it, sends it back up top. Kochlenberg. He'll fire. He's looking for his first goal of his career. Webb sends it in. Bieberdorf has it. And they'll send it out. 5 seconds to go. Kochlenberg with one last shot. He's not going to get it, and that'll do it for this one. Will Bieberdorf finishes it up with a shorthanded goal. NC State finishes off the regular season with the big 9-5 win over West Virginia. Zach, your thoughts on the game?
Well, Ethan, I think that second period was a little bit lackadaisical, to be quite honest with you. And State scored 3 goals in this period, gave up 3 as well. First period, without a doubt, best period in NC State for this season. Second period, not as good. Third period was just a good, even play. And as they line up for the handshakes, I got to give it to Luis Jimenez. Just what a player, what a guy. And there's really not much else that can be said, Ethan. This was just a great game and a great way to cap off the season. I
agree. State finishes up 14-6, finish off a 2-game sweep of the West Virginia Mountaineers on this home series, which State will return next year. That'll do it for us here. We'll be back momentarily with a post-game show. Player of the game, head coach Mike Gazzillo will also join us. We want to thank you for watching all year. And but don't leave yet. We'll be back to wrap this one up. NC State beats West Virginia 9-5 on PackTV.
Locally owned and operated by an NC State graduate, the Red and White Shop is your one-stop shop for all things Wolfpack. Located in the Ridgewood Shopping Center off of Wade Avenue, the Red and White Shop recently expanded from 2,400 to 5,400 square feet. Whether you're in need of tailgating essentials, decals and magnets, home goods, apparel for people of all ages, or sporting goods, the Red and White Shop has it all. Stop by today for your NC State needs.
WKNC 88.1 is student-run non-commercial radio from North Carolina State University. We pride ourselves on our alternative programming of indie rock, electronic, metal, and underground hip-hop. Boasting 25,000 watts, WKNC can be heard throughout the Triangle and far beyond via our webcast. Listen to us on your radio at 88.1 FM, online at wknc.org/listen, or through the student media app for Android and iPhone. Check out our program schedule at wknc.org and follow us on social media at WKNC 881.
What a great way to cap off the season here for the Ice Pack in a 9-5 rout of the Mountaineers. Zach Sawai alongside head coach Mike Gazzillo. Coach, it was a long night, a long game, a lot of penalties taken, but all in all, how do you think your team played tonight?
I mean, I thought we did well. They, a lot of penalties, problematic. But we got a lot of shots to the net, which is something that we've been talking about a lot in practice. So, it's good to see that. And, we had a lot of, 9 goals is great. We had a lot of other good scoring opportunities and stuff. So I was, glad to see that. Moving the puck pretty well and stuff. So the defensive zone coverage, a couple of lapses, but for the most part, it was good.
First period, you came out charging, even though you gave up that quick goal. But for the rest of the period, you did surprisingly well. Second period, a bit more relaxed, I want to say. And third period was really, truly even. Talk about really how your team came off at the jump and how that momentum carried through for the rest of the game and kind of your thoughts just period by period.
In the first, we got down last night 1-0 pretty quick. Mm-hmm. So, I don't think anybody was too concerned about that. We knew we'd score if we got pucks to the net. They got a little more jump in their step. We had a pretty good first period. We had a pretty good second period. Again, you're up 6-2, so, I think guys start looking ahead to next week. And, I think some emotions got the better of some guys, even though we've asked them not to do that. But they went out and they played, they finished it, and they had a timeout at the end, and instead of me saying anything, I just kind of nodded to Sam, and he knew to take over, and he kind of got on everybody about finishing strong for the last 3 minutes, and they did, and that was good that they responded to him, so good.
Your neutral zone play today was absolutely incredible all across the ice. And talk about your zone plays, just what you talked about in practice and things like that, because it's been improving throughout the course of this season.
Yeah, I mean, the offensive zone, I mean, obviously the object is to just get shots to the net, right? You know, and, I mean, pass is great if that's the play, but if the shot is what you can take, then you take the shot. Neutral zone, you know, you're either forechecking if you don't have it, or, you know, you're regrouping if you do have it and trying to get another entry. And defensive zone, it's really about marking up. You know, the center knows what his responsibilities are, defense, and the wingers know where they're playing. They're out at the points, but they're supposed to be in certain areas, you know, for certain reasons. And so, you know, we looked around and that was going on. So all good stuff.
Luis Jimenez and all your seniors had a great night tonight, Coach, and this was obviously the last regular game for your seniors. Speak on how much this game really meant to them and how much it meant to you.
You know, it's always tough to say goodbye to the senior class, right? You know, you have them for all 4 years, and, you know, they're all great guys, and, you know, so many of them have jobs that they're, you know, getting ready to go out into, and, you know, it's tough, but we got practice this week, and a lot of them were out with their families and stuff, so I went in the locker room, and just whoever was in there I talked to. I didn't really worry about the seniors that much. We'll deal with that in practice, and we'll deal with that next weekend.
And next weekend, of course, is the big one. It's the ACCHL tournament, Coach. We're still waiting the announcement of whether it's going to be Wake Forest or JMU, but nonetheless, the opening game, the second game, the third game, it's going to be a big weekend, Coach. What's going to be the motivation for this team and the message to them going forward?
I mean, at this particular point, they've heard everything they're going to hear from us, right? So, you know, UVA, they play in Charlottesville. It's a little bit of a smaller rink. So we're going to have to take that into account and practice during the week. I don't know. That game is still going on between Wake Forest and JMU, so I'll probably find out either later tonight or tomorrow. Don't matter to me. You know, the guys don't really care. Just, you know, you got to just keep winning, right? You know, so it doesn't really matter who they throw at you. You got to win. So, I mean, they're focused. They know that, you know, there's a trophy at the end of it, and they want it, and so they'll be ready to go.
Coach, it's been outstanding and really fun and a pleasure to work with you throughout the course of this season and talk with you and stuff like that. So thank you for allowing me to come on and really interview you and just help us clarify the game for PackTV and for myself.
Yeah, no, hey, it was good working with you. First year, right? And so got a few more years ahead of us, and I probably didn't abuse you too much, but I will as we go on, so you can count on that.
You know, I can't wait. We're going to hear more from Coach Gazzillo at the ACCHL tournament next weekend. That'll do it here for myself at PackTV. For the regular season, Ethan Bear will be right back with Will Bieberdorf right here on PackTV.
Attention all virtual reality junkies. Your Dreamland opens this weekend in Carytown Center. VR Junkies takes the classic arcade to a whole new level, providing an experience like no other. Play tournaments on local and national levels. Plenty of games to choose from for all ages. You can walk in or reserve your spot online at vrjunkies.com/Raleigh. Now booking birthday, holiday, and corporate team building parties. Join us for grand opening specials all weekend. See you at VR Junkies in Carytown Center.
Ethan Berry back here alongside Will Bieberdorf. Will, your final game here at the Iceplex. You weren't actually supposed to play tonight, and then you actually got put in the box for just to take a team penalty, and then you got to play. What did it feel like to not knowing, going from not thinking you were going to play then to getting some time there?
Just exciting. I mean, I went out on the bench just to be with the guys, have fun with them. Turns out we take, I forget, a 2 and a 10, so we need an extra guy to serve, and I raised my hand wholeheartedly and wanted to get on that score sheet.
Yeah, and you've struggled with injuries the last couple of years, and it's been a struggle for you to get on the ice, but it's great to see you back out there, and you add a lot of depth to the team after playing alongside Luis and Sam the last couple of years. But you struggled all year to get a goal. You finally got one. How did it feel?
Like our first goal is. I mean, it breaks the ice. I mean, I know I've had an entire season, but it's broken now, and hopefully I'll get another one before the end.
Yeah, it was great to see you celebrate out there. Could tell that it really meant a lot to you. The last thing for you, next week ACCHL tournament. You guys have come up short a couple times. What are you looking for to finish it off this time?
Just consistency, getting out there, getting back during the week, putting in the hard work, and really just coming to play with our A game, playing all 60 minutes and working hard, getting the puck down deep and forechecking, running IRM.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is the team that can do it, if you ask me, but we'll see next weekend. I'll be back with Zach Selwye to wrap things up momentarily. Want to thank Will for joining us. And NC State defeats West Virginia 9-5 on PackTV.
Locally owned and operated by an NC State graduate, the Red and White Shop is your one-stop shop for all things Wolfpack. Located in the Ridgewood Shopping Center off of Wade Avenue, the Red and White Shop recently expanded from 2,400 to 5,400 square feet. Whether you're in need of tailgating essentials, decals and magnets, home goods, apparel for people of all ages, or sporting goods, the Red and White Shop has it all. Stop by today for your NC State needs.
WKNC 88.1 is student-run non-commercial radio from North Carolina State University. We pride ourselves on our alternative programming of indie rock, electronic, metal, and underground hip-hop. Boasting 25,000 watts, WKNC can be heard throughout the Triangle and far beyond via our webcast. Listen to us on your radio at 88.1 FM, online at wknc.org/listen, or through the student media app for Android and iPhone. Check out our program schedule at wknc.org and follow us on social media at WKNC 881.
Ethan Berry back alongside Zach Sowai. Final time from the Iceplex. We'll be back next week in Charlottesville, but final time up here at the Iceplex. Zach, my favorite moment of the season was seeing Will score that goal with less than a minute to go. You could see how much it meant to him. He's battled so much the last couple years. He's really an excellent player, and he's struggled with injuries. He's battled through, and he's back out on the ice. And to see him get, his first goal of his senior season on senior night, and seeing how much it meant to him, that's my favorite part of the season. What was your favorite part of the season?
I think Will Bieberdorf's goal was absolutely outstanding, and Sam Benishevic's double hat trick. There's just so many memories. But one thing that really stood out to me was the first game. It was the first experience that I personally had coming to an NC State hockey game and seeing how the team played, and it was a 6-3 win over the Demon Deacons, and then seeing them play again against Wake Forest, winning 6-1. Just a lot of great memories this season, and it was just such an honor to be a part of them.
Who's the team MVP for you?
Oh, God, you got to ask me that question. Well, that's a tough one because you can easily say Sam Benishevich or Luis Jimenez.
I'll give you a second to think about it. I'll go with Luis Jimenez. I think he's just, not to say Sam hasn't been there all year, but I just think Luis has been a touch better than Sam, and Sam is just so good, it's hard not to give it to him. But I think Luis, the way he came on at the end, scoring goals, he had a hat trick at PNC. I mean, really, you should be doing co-MVPs, but I got to give it to Luis.
I agree with you on Luis and Sam being great. I'm going to give it to actually Ellis Rushford. I think he's a guy that's just really flown under the radar and made a lot of really good plays that just haven't been noticed very well. Not a guy that's scoring, but I've just always liked the way he's very chirpy. He likes to chip the puck around. Not as disciplined as many people would want him to be, but nonetheless, I think he's just had an outstanding first year here, and he has one more year left of eligibility before he graduates, so we're going to see what happens with that.
State's going to be on a 4-game winning streak, headed to Charlottesville next weekend. What is one thing that they've got to get better at next week to win next weekend?
Simple passes and defensive breakdowns. It happened a little bit tonight, left Josh Cannon just wide open, and he couldn't really make the save even though he was in good position to make it. So really it's going to be about making sure their defensive end is covered because their offensive issues, that's not our trouble. They scored, what is it? There was six yesterday, 15 goals in the past 2 days. You're fine offensively. Fix the defense.
Yeah, State's not going to have issues scoring. It's going to come down to the defense, and, we'll see. Like I said, I think State's got a great chance to win. We'll see if they can get it done. That's going to do it for us. For Ethan Berry, Zach Sowai, we want to thank you for watching all year. We hope you'll join us next Friday at 4:30 for the opening round of the ACCHL tournament. It'll be streaming live in Tally Student Union, and also we'll have it on YouTube. NC State beats West Virginia 9-5. That'll do it for us. Thanks for watching on PackTV.